All right. I completely forgot about overtime. I was on the other channel with Uptime Community Church, and we were just starting to get into the questions, which was pretty good. So, hi everyone. I'm glad you guys are hanging out here. I think Bob is going to come over. I think a couple people might be jumping on. I think Ingrid is going to help me out moderating this channel. We're not going to go very long. We'll probably go maybe an hour kind of thing. But if there's any questions, if you watched Uptime Community Church and you have some questions that maybe you asked there but we didn't have time to answer, bring them here because we'll spend a few minutes trying to answer those questions. The last one we are just talking about is all the crowns that Christians will be getting when we get to heaven, which is kind of cool. And I think perhaps there is one crown that we may toss at the throne room floor, because we see elders throwing down their crowns and saying we're not worthy, kind of thing. So there's probably one of them that is like, here you go. But there's others that I think we'll hang on to and treasure, because I think there's something to that. And imagine the king of the universe giving you a crown. I don't think you're going to throw it on the floor and step on it in front of him and say, I'm not worthy. I don't think so. I think there are some crowns that you will wear proudly one day, I think. So, hi sis, how you doing? How's everyone doing tonight? Are we good? Are we good? Let's see what's going on in the world here. One comment that came up from the other channel was Trump, and I don't know if this is an old picture or if this is an old thing. At Mar-a-Lago, Trump has a goat that's basically wallpapered with $100 bills with his image on it, and it was for some trafficking awareness fundraiser kind of thing. But it's interesting that Trump put that on a goat, which to me, I'm doing a deep dive on the Danites, and I'm trying to link the Antichrist, and hopefully I can find out who the Antichrist is by doing a deep dive on the tribe of Dan. And then you see Dan, the Danites were known to be idol worshippers. In fact, when King Solomon had his kingdom divided after he died, 10 tribes went to Jeroboam and 2 went to Rehoboam. Arguably, you could say the Levites, but they were still hanging around in the 10 northern tribes, and they got kicked out because the 10 northern tribes used their own priests, like secular people, for priests. Jeroboam built 2 golden calves, one in Bethel and the other one was in Dan. So as far as we go back in time, all the way back to Judges, Dan was always a little bit of an idol worshiper. They had no problem worshiping other gods, no problem worshiping other idols. And it's interesting that if you see a golden calf, and we know that one of the tribes of Israel is missing from the book of Revelation, specifically the Danites, and you see Donald Trump, again, not saying he's the Antichrist. I'm not saying that. But it's interesting that he uses a goat. Goat means greatest of all time. And you have that image at Mar-a-Lago. It'd be interesting to know what that name means, Mar-a-Lago. But whenever he talks about mega and all this kind of stuff, it starts making you wonder a little bit why he says and does stuff the way he does it. It's just like, I get it. Like, he's an American. I get it. He's all for America. But, man, I wouldn't be having any goats. I wouldn't be putting my face on a bill and saying I'm the greatest of all time. That gets a little weird. It gets a little weird after a while. So, yeah, I get it. You're not looking for the Antichrist. I get it. But as a Black Swan channel, that's what I do, is I look to see who the Antichrist is. I try and figure it out. I look at all the breadcrumbs because there's a reason why John left the tribe of Dan out. And I think that causes people to go, why isn't Dan in the 144,000 that were sealed? That stirs up a question. And once you start going down that bunny trail, and I'm telling you, on Thursday, when I do my Bible study on the Danites, I think it will blow your socks off. I really do. And it's going to take me a while to unpack this, but you're going to see some stuff going on that you're like, what? That's in the Bible? What? That's in our history? What is going on? And it's going to I'm getting pretty excited. Like I think about this at night doing my little research and stuff. And I have like I think I have 100 slides right now, and I'm really trying to move along. I don't want it to be so slide heavy, but I think it's important to tackle this right from the beginning, going all the way back to Genesis 3:15, when you have the serpent to strike the heel, and this is going to be, I'm telling you, after the Bible study on Thursday, if I can get through most of it, I think your mind will be altered. Your mind will be blown away as to what I uncover. I'm telling you, like I was like, as I'm uncovering this stuff, I'm like, what do you mean this is here? This is history and all this kind of stuff with the Danites and all this. So, but I don't want to spoil it too much. I don't want to spoil it, but man, just anytime you read about the Danites, there should be like a flag, a little warning going up. I gotta pay attention to this stuff whenever the Danites are being mentioned. Like they come out a lot, like in a lot of mysterious ways. Like you're wondering, like, how come these guys are here? Like just for example, Moses was trying to build the tabernacle. He got the blueprints and he laid them out, and God said, I'm going to put my spirit on a handful of people, and they're going to help design, they're going to help bring this to life, this tabernacle. Like they're going to help you build the ark, all this kind of stuff. And one of these groups of people were the Danites, stonecutters, carvers, guys that were good with metal. They were gifted, and they're Danites. So that comes up later in history, and you'll see these guys like, why are they worshiping idols? Why are they slaughtering a defenseless nation? All this kind of stuff comes up. It starts creeping in to the Bible, and it gets interesting real fast. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to maybe not necessarily say, hey, this person is the Antichrist. But I think by the time you get to the end of the Bible study, you're going to be, oh, I am now aware of what's going on in the world around us. And this could be very Antichrist like. That's what I hope to present to you. So that's Thursday at about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Mountain Standard Time. We're going to go a couple of hours. And like I said, I think it'll blow your socks off. I think my goal is to try and tie this all together with the book of Revelation. And I got to go back to Genesis, and I got to go through the whole Bible. So it might take me a while. Like I'm not going to go book by book, verse by verse, but I'm going to dive deep enough that you're going to be like, really? That's in the Bible? I'm telling you, like, I think it's going to be good. So, okay, enough of that. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, hey, brother Derek. Okay, I'll send you an invite. Give me 1 sec, bro. I've been going into my monologue here. I think I sent it to you, bro. I think I sent you one, but I'll send it again. Yes, same link for overtime, Ingrid. Same link. Let me just make sure I have it. Oops. Let me see. Take me a second to find my link. I will send it again. Let's let's see here. In overtime, that's the one. Coming right up. Here comes the link. Link. All right. There you go. Sent it to you. I sent it to you, Ingrid, if you want to be on here. I also sent it to Brother Rick as well, if you want to be on the show. If not, I get it. You mentioned that you wanted to just be the admin. It's great because you never know. People get crazy here. They go crazy with their comments. But yeah, so the Danites are quite fascinating to me because, again, if you go through the book of Judges, there's one key thing that's kind of interesting, and that is Deborah, one of the first, if any, only judges, in female judges in the book of Judges. She was wondering why Dan stayed in the ships. Why didn't he come and help us attack? Because Moses was upset when Reuben, Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh said that they wanted a piece of land on the other side of Jordan. And Moses said, okay, look, if you guys don't come and attack the Canaanites, you're going to be wandering again in the desert. One more time, another round. So don't do this wicked thing. And the tribe of Reuben, Manasseh, and Gad said, no. We're going to leave our women and children here, and we're going to build fences and walls and little tiny cities and stuff, but we're going to come and we're going to fight for you, and we're going to make sure everybody gets their inheritance, and then we're going to come back. And Moses is like, okay, cool. Goes up in the mountain. He dies. And then Joshua takes over, and after the battles and everything was over, he gave that land on this side of the Jordan to Reuben, Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh, as promised, because they fought for them. So there was something going on that if they didn't help, they were going to get judged. Like they were going to end up wandering in the wilderness again. So then you get the Danites that said, you know what? We don't care about you guys in Israel. We're out of here. See you later. They took off in ships. They fled. Not all of them, but a lot of them did, because Deborah said, why did Dan stay in his ships seafaring? It's interesting, right? They went exploring. That'll be on Thursday's video. Brother Rick, final thoughts. But no, I'm just kidding. We're just starting. How's it going, bro?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on. You know, I always have a final thought. My final thought every day is wanting to go home.
Yes, I hear you.
When I'm drinking a cup of coffee or whatever, I'm always thinking about it could be my last sip, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
What's happening in your world? How's your store coming?
I thought someone was at my door. What is my store?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like it's not getting a lot of buys, which I don't care, but people want to go there and they can check it out, you know. But I mean, I'm not like, you know, hey, just because it's not, you know, people are not buying merchandise, it doesn't upset me at all, you know, because I'm all about getting people saved. I don't care about the merchandise. It's not about the merchandise. It's about getting you saved. Now, if you want to go check out the merchandise, go look at it, go ahead, go buy it and show our name out there so people can be guided to that name and they can lead them to Christ that way. That would be helpful. That is one thing I'm suggesting.
Do you have a link at your store? Can you share a link with me? Let's just show everyone what kind of a store you got here, because I really like some of your shirts. Forget about it, folks. Is that one of your shirts? Forget about it.
No, that's not what it is. Not forget about it.
Maybe I just created one for you. Forget about it. Like the Godfather.
Forget about it.
Or that's from Donnie Brasco. Deal with it, folks. That's your saying.
Is it right here? No, that's not it. I don't know what.
Did you trademark it yet? Deal with it, folks. You should. Somebody might steal it from you.
Here it is, right here. The merch store.
Let's put it up.
It's not even loading.
Maybe that's why you can't sell anything. Is it's not? It's offline.
Loading. There it goes. I don't know why it hesitated, but here it is. If you want, I can put it in the private chat. Let's do that, and you'll have it.
See if I can bring it up here.
There it is.
There it is. Let's have a look at this bad boy.
While you're doing that, I just want to ask you, Shane, while you're on air with me, my second episode is coming out in a few days, and I sent Derek. I want to ask him to be on as my second guest. In other words, the one-on-one method where it's just me and another guest and interview him. And I want to try to start with my panelists and work my way out from there.
Okay.
But yeah, there it is, guys. If you click on the individual links, you'll see a better picture blowing up.
So who's your next guest after Derek? Do you want me to find someone for you? Or?
No, if you want to be my next guest after Derek, that would be great. You know,
I'd love to be your third guest. I thought you would ask me first. That's okay.
Episode 1 was Ingrid. Episode 2 will be Derek. You know, like I said, I'm going to get to all the people that I know first, and my panelists starting that way out. And then I will start getting people outside my panelist list. I like to get L.A. Mazzulli on my show.
Yeah, it's a cool idea to get all the panelists. So I would get Bob on there.
Yeah, I'm going to work my way all the way out. And like I said, it's going to be great. You know, this simply, it's 1 hour, and it's a catchy name. 1 hour with whoever's name. 1 hour with Ingrid. 1 hour with Shane. You know, I thought it was really cool to name it like that, you know.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, Prophecy Mondays, that came up. You know what gave that name? Because I was always like, would eat dinner with my friends or my father every Monday. We'd get together and we would watch prophecy shows, anything about prophecy on our Monday. And I would call it, guys, it's Prophecy Mondays. Don't forget it. Come over and have dinner. We'll watch something good. That's cool. That name had a nice ring to it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to name my show every week Prophecy Mondays. So now that's where that came from, Prophecy Mondays. And everybody went with it. It loves it. So every Monday, instead of it being, well, we do have dinner, we actually still do it on Mondays. But right after that, at 8:30, I launch into the internet version of it. So it's from the TV room eating dinner on Monday, Prophecy Mondays. Then it goes into the web version of it, which is Prophecy Monday. And like I said, it's a discussion about current events, which entails my panelists. Okay, it's a big group discussion. Is all it is. And we showcase things about the news and the prophecies. Now, this is huge. I should bring this up first on my channel first, but why not give a little sneak view?
Sure.
I'm going to give you all a sneak preview. I've been wanting to do this for the last 10 years. I've been wanting to do this, but I don't have $30 million to do this. And you're probably wondering, what does he need $30 million for?
Yeah, you got my interest now.
Well, I wanted to shoot a full feature film that could be out in the movie theaters everywhere. A movie about the entire rundown of the tribulation, starting with today's times and the rapture happening all the way to the return of Christ.
Right.
And, you know, that's something I've been wanting to shoot, but I just don't have 30, 40, $50 million. I don't have the crew to put together and the actors and the professional Panavision cameras they use in Hollywood.
You know what you do to get the 30 million?
Well, hold on. I'm going to just, let me just tell you this before you give me that. Hold that thought.
Right. I have a way.
No, you're going to like this. This is going to blow your mind, Shane, and you people that are listening. Now that AI is out and you've seen all the videos that AI can produce,
right?
AI can produce Hollywood style movie effects and video
Right.
and actors consistently the same actor in every scene. Looks better almost than Hollywood. It looks the same.
Oh, wow.
And they
That's
move
cool.
around, they talk and all this. And you don't have to come up with a $30 million budget minimum for a Hollywood set. You don't need the cameras. You don't need actors. It does it all for you. And it looks perfect almost.
Wow.
Now, there is one part that's still kind of missing, but now they've added it. It's called Act 1, and it's on Runway's AI.
Okay.
Well, they charge so many credits a month to use Act 1. And what Act 1 is it's a consistent character with dialogue. To see me talking, everything the way I move my lips, I roll my eyes. This dialogue, when I'm speaking, I could put another character's face next to mine. You know, like Disney World and Hollywood, they use tracking dots on their face, and they can create a character, an animated character, and it will look perfect, like the same exact movements. It'll mimic my movements and my vocals, my voice, and everything. I can change my voice on the fly with AI, and it'll look like someone else acting. Everything I'm doing is what that person will be doing. It's called Act 1. Check it out. Here's the kicker, but you know, they want, for what I need to use it for on a high scale, and there's a lot of videos I have to shoot for the movie that I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to burn up a lot of money per month doing it. Right. Well, they have this deal where it's $90-something a month, and it's unlimited usage of their services.
Oh, wow.
Now,
that's pretty good.
That's the part that I need to come up with every month. I haven't got $99 a month to spare. So that's where my audience comes in. If you guys want to see me shoot this movie, in other words, do it. It's going to be almost 2 hours long, be a full feature film. Then I need your help by funding this project. And that way they send me, all I need is the payment per month, every month till it's done. It'll probably take me 3 months to shoot the whole film. So that's 3 payments of $99 a month. And people are going to be like, we want to see this movie, but Rick doesn't have the money. People would donate, you know, they buy through my store or donate through whatever my donation links are.
Yeah, you just need to go. You just need to GoFundMe.
I'm sorry. GoFundMe. And like I said, that's the only way that's happening. I could pull it from my pocket, but I'd rather not because I don't have the extra money to be doing that. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
if my audience want to see this movie, they should help fund it if they want to see it. I believe that's pretty fair. And if they don't want to, and if nobody funds it, then they obviously don't want to see it that bad. But I could do it. Once I have the funds, I could do it.
I believe you.
It'll look just like it was done in a Hollywood movie set. It'll look just like, because there'll be lengthy dialogue scenes like you see in movies, characters crying, looking scared, talking, just like I look in the movie with the music in the background, everything. With the sky turning red, moving fast, all kinds of things. I could do it with all this now. I could do it now.
Here's a question for you. Let's just say I helped kickstart that off. Let's just say I gave you $100. You have 30 days to do a little trailer, like a little promo to say,
I could do that. Like yes. That? And people will see it and they'll get riled up when they see the trailer. They'll say, my goodness, Rick, I want to see a full movie with this. Yeah. Well, you can thank Shane for that because he would be my first sponsor if he decides to do that. And I'm not expecting an answer over the air right now.
Yeah,
we can discuss that.
I want to be that's what I'm saying. I want to be your first guy to sponsor you for the first month. And then what you could do is I would suggest creating like a GoFundMe. And then splashing on an image saying what it's all about and all that. And then people
What's your
will
number,
just
by
go
the
there.
way? Don't give it out on air, but give me your number in your email.
555-121. No.
Just give it to me. Give it to me in my email or private chat, and we'll talk more about that. But you know, Shane, you've seen my work with some of the videos I've done. You people know seen my channel and my work. That was done with AI, and all of it was done with my music, keyboards, everything, Photoshop, all combined with AI. Imagine what I could do with Act 1 and the program Gen 3 is their model they use, and this is overtime, so we can just talk about anything. I just want to do this real quick. Just be 1 second. Just bear with me.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's interesting. The Chosen started a GoFundMe, Angel Studios, and they raised $1 million to do the first. I think it was the first season or the first pilot episode, and then after that, because everybody saw what the director was doing, money was no problem anymore. Like they were able to build sets, all that kind of stuff. But at the beginning, they needed to get the word out, and they did a little trailer. I think it was the nativity scene is what they did.
There's those
Right?
thumbs popping
Yeah, a
up when
little
you do.
thumb.
That's
But
right,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll send you like $100. I'll e-transfer you. You get that thing all set up and everything. We could talk about it later, but
Wow. You
but
guys, you just seen that?
that'll
You
get you going.
just see what this guy just did? I didn't even have to get on my knees and beg him or nothing, you know?
I think that'll be a fun project
But I
for
want
you.
to just show you this. Put this up,
Sure.
Shane.
Okay.
You're seeing sponsorship. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to play this real quick with the sound and all. This is Act 1. This is Hollywood at your fingertips, at your mouse click, without using anything. You don't have to have a camera to do this. You don't need actors. This is a new generation. These are actual demos from this. Now, I'm just going to show you this video here.
Yep.
I think we'll have lights, camera, sound.
Am I looking in here?
What? You're gonna fire me because there's hot milk everywhere on the floor of the coffee shop?
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's one latte. It's not that big of a deal.
Everything's fine. Everything's totally great. This is gonna be the best day ever.
Smashed my phone the other night.
And you know how much I love that phone.
Okay, all right. Just breathe. Okay, maybe you don't breathe that hard. Who knew there were so many kinds of beans to choose from? Fava, black, kidney, butter, white beans.
That's pretty good.
Now you're surprised.
Oh, wow.
I'm beginning to think that you don't understand the gravity of this situation.
You came all the way down to the Department of Motor Vehicles and didn't bring your driver's license?
Guys, settle down. Everyone, settle down, please.
I don't know how to be sad without closing my eyes. Perfect.
It's pretty good.
Thank you so
I might
much.
have
Thank you so
to.
much.
I might get a copyright
who's
strike
next?
for their stuff, but it's actually pretty good, man.
This is Act 1. This is crazy, folks. I can now do movies with this now. And
like
you
it.
know how good I am, Shane. I'm like
right.
totally like legit
best.
when it comes to my stuff. You
Yeah, I
know,
like it.
this is now it says get started, and then you look here. This is
Yeah,
an
let's see.
all-in-one AI thing.
Go back.
You know, and I don't know if I can like go to the all your studio tools and everything. You know, this is totally legitimate. These guys are based on the Hollywood setup. Instead, this is using the Gen 848 engine, and it's using submissions are now open for the Hollywood Festival. You know, just think if my film got sent there, that would be really, I mean, that's not where I'm trying to do with this. I am trying to get this out to the people. So I want people to see what is coming their way. If they don't believe in Jesus, they're going to have to go through all this. And I want people to see it and know what they're about to see. You know, oh, wow. These are rewards that are handing out. Wow. I could just use that, just donate that to churches if I ever want all that. But the pricing structure is on here. I have to sign in to door to the. It doesn't like give me the pricing structure. It's supposed to. It's on here somewhere, but I know it's around $80 something, $90 something a month. I saw it. It was unlimited, but they give you all the tools you need to shoot a feature film on here with just using AI.
That's
And
pretty good.
totally amazing. You saw that with your own eyes. You've seen the dialogue. You can't do that on other AI sites. Only there, because it's called Act 1. And the scenes, you could do lengthy scenes. I could do up to a 2-3 minute just dialogue scene of some girl saying, well, I heard it in churches, but I just didn't want to believe. I didn't want all this. I wasn't ready for it. Imagine this is a female and her eyes are heavy. She's about to cry. She's looking at the other person acting, and you can hear the music, and you can just imagine I should have listened to them. I should have listened to Shane. I should have listened to Rick. And now I'm here. I have to go through the whole tribulation. Imagine a scene where the Antichrist is raising his hands, talking to thousands of people. I can do all that with this and pan it away like a drone with the music and everything. And this whole thing, I can't do it where you have to pay credits per month. I need an unlimited plan. They offer that on here. Unlimited means you can create as many generated images as you want. Take those images and bring them to life, and then use dialogue with Act 1 as much as you want. It's a flat rate, unlimited use using the Gen 3 engine. And I said, wow, I wish I had the money. I would be doing my movie now. Its time is short. I don't want to wait a long time to do it. I want to do it now because we could be gone in 2025. I must do this. This has been my goal to do this. And if I have to pay for it on myself, I might do it, but I'd rather not. Because I know my audience would love to see something like this. It's the audience funded. It should be audience funded. If they want to see it that bad, they would pay for it. I bet you they would. I mean, look at Shane here. He just offered to help me. Okay. So, and I can come up with a quick teaser with this to show you what I can do with it. Shane, you're going to be like, wow, my money is well spent. That's what you're going to be saying.
Check your email. See if you got anything.
All right, hold on a second here.
See if it went through. Sometimes there's always hiccups for Americans.
All right, so where did you send it?
Merge pictures.
Hold on a second here. I see Shane there. It came up just now. Okay, it says, "Hi, Rick. Your funds await." You know what? Let's show this. Can I share this page to people to show them what a generous person you are? And you were
Just don't
generous.
share the password. No.
No, it won't share the password, will it? Will it? Hold on a second here.
I think only when you
Okay, is there a password on here that's going to show?
Just when you hit accept and you go into your bank account, it'll ask you what the
right now it's not showing any passwords. It's only showing transfer details. Actually, reference number. That's probably something that we don't want to show. Is that what you're talking about? Is that the number that may give it away?
No, it'll be more it'll ask you a skill testing question from me to you. And it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, hold on a second here.
I think it's usually the last step when you go to deposit it. But just make sure it works first.
Well, let me do this real quick. I'm not gonna put the whole page on there. I'm gonna chop it in case that gives away my password to that.
Yeah, they hack your account and then take all your money.
They take the money, and I'm gonna say, Shane, they took it, and they were like, "What?" Rick,
I gave it. I gave
you money, man. You took my money, you fraudster.
You took my money, man.
I'm not gonna
my audience took your money.
Yeah, the audience said, "Thank you, Rick. You just donated me some money." I'm like, "No, that's not how that's supposed to work, you thief." That person needs dealt with. We need to save that person from going to hell.
Funny. That's funny.
Let me just all right, here we go. This might work better. Wow, Shane, I am blown away that you just did that, man. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. This should work. I should be able to bring up the picture. I hid that password. I don't know if it was a password or not. It's some kind of code that you need to get the money. So I am going to make sure people don't get that. So let's hear. Do you see that? All right. Is everybody seeing that? Shane just sent this to me just now. Hey, Rick, your funds await. You can see the time. It says expires March 19th, 2023. So, guys, let's give a round thanks to Shane because the Lord saw what he just did just now. He just gave him the blessing for doing this. Shane, your blessing, whatever it's going to be, it's coming.
I just want to see the show.
You give this somebody.
Your trailer. You got me excited.
Well, here's the thing. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Hold on a second here.
Even if it's like I think if you did like a little tiny scene, it doesn't have to be an official trailer, but whatever, just to get people's
it's
appetite
going to be a
wet,
teaser
right?
for the film. It's definitely going to be a teaser. And you
think
know
that'd be
how
fun.
good I am at this stuff.
Oh, you know what? Why don't we do this? Text me, or not text me, but put in private your email, and I'll share it with the link, and then people can start donating just by sending you.
Yeah, hold
whatever.
on. Let me do. Okay, here. Let's do this, guys. Okay, hold on.
They can send it to PayPal.
I don't have a
do you have-
GoFundMe, but I got
you have a
three. I got
PayPal?
two. I have. Well, hold on. Let's do this. I have a link. I have links. I just got to go to the page here.
Because I just use your email, and boom.
Okay,
Could be
let me
that
just
easy.
go to the page. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So, what do I just give you all these links and put them on a notepad, or
Just
do I?
put the main link in the private. Let me
Yeah, let me do
click
this.
on it.
Let me do this. Okay. Let
And
me
then I
go to donate. There's several ways. There's several ways. You want my PayPal link? Buy me a cup of coffee. I got PayPal, and I also have Cash App.
Yeah,
Let's do
PayPal.
all three of those will work. All right. And I'm going to put those in the private chat now for you to see. There it is. One is for PayPal, which is the web address, which is mergepictures@gmail. And the other one was my Cash App.
So which one do you want them to use?
Well, here's the
PayPal?
thing. PayPal is good. And people got Cash App. They also got the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee is the other one.
Okay.
Actually, and let me go back to my page here. For some reason, here we go. This is what you want. I want people to see this. So I'm going to share this page real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to post it right now. I want you to share this. So, hold on a second. I feel like we're doing a GoFundMe campaign live instead of overtime.
I know,
This
eh?
ended up being a Fund Me campaign, which I have no problem with. I still want to talk about a little bit of prophecy before we go.
No, this is
Let
good.
me
This
just
is-
pull this up for you guys real quick. I'm going to share this real quick, Shane. Mr. Shane. Shane is my official sponsor for this
I just
movie.
wanted to be the first.
You're making your name, you're putting your name out there, because people say, Rick, we know Shane helped make this movie come out. You're going
right.
to get a lot of credit for it. Because when we do the credits, we put sponsors in there along with their info. You will it's your name out. If this video gets 1 million views, it gets viral, you get millions of views to your credibility, to your name there, Shane. So it
I
does
just want to
go a
go
long
see
way.
the show in the movie theater. I'll come down to where you are, and we'll go watch it together.
If it goes well, it's going into the film festivals on there, and if it does win money, let's say I
So-
make 15 grand off of it, Shane, I'm going to give you like $1,000 of it.
No,
Just
you don't
think
know what you do
$120
is you
turns
take that
into
money.
$1,000.
Yeah, you take that money and you turn it into a little studio, and you buy yourself your gear, whatever you need for
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
I could do that. Yeah.
So can people take a picture of this with their phone right now?
Yeah,
And
there it is. Just people run and take your pictures of that. You also, it's on my. I'm posting a link. I'm gonna be posting a video tonight about this, about people who want to sponsor my movie, and I'm gonna put all those links in the link description box below. But this, if you can get in early right now by doing this right now, by simply scanning that code that I just showed you.
I'll put it
Okay,
up again.
you could scan that code.
I
and
should have
then-
said before I gave you the money, I should have said I want to be the first one on the credits. That's it.
What's that?
I just want to be first on the credits. That's it. Like Jack Nicholas in Batman, he came
Well,
up before Michael Keaton.
Your name will be on the credits regardless. I mean, all
Yes.
sponsors' names will be on there, and we'll put their URLs to their YouTube channel, because you'll get a lot of credit for this, because people that put money into a film, their names are heard because they're the ones that help make it happen.
Yep.
Now, if you ever want me to do you a project, Shane, let me know, man. I know
I
you
have
can
lots
use
of-
it.
One interesting thing that I know what's their name? Angel Studios is working on right now. Like they're finishing up The Chosen and all this kind of stuff, right? But then they're talking about the idea of perhaps doing the Book of Acts. And for me, man, I wish what would be cool for me is if this is just one of my wish list, like little bucket list kind of thing, it would be cool if I was part of the creative when it came to writing a story about Paul, because I think I have a lot of insight on Paul the Apostle, and you could hit it right or you can hit it wrong. Not to say that they wouldn't know about Paul the Apostle, but I think it's that same kind of idea. Like you can go off.
I know where you're going with this. I know what you're saying. When I get this whole movie done, then I'll be like, Shane, if you want me to do a feature, some kind of feature for you, what you would do is, of course, you would fund it, because you would be, Rick, I'm going to give you another 120. I want you to make me something that I want you to direct for me. And whatever, how long it takes, you could fund me. And I'm not going to take no 5 months doing it. Your stuff will probably take a lot less than 3 months but, you know, I'm going to suggest a lot of things for your film.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, I can't wait to get this film out and get it going, because I'm going to start working on the trailer tomorrow a little bit. You know, I have to learn how to use Act 1. I haven't had much time with it because you got to pay for it to use it. So it's not like you can look through the window of the cockpit of the plane, but if you're not paying, you ain't in there touching the controls. So that's kind of like how that goes. Here's the other donation page.
Too.
Yeah. Shane, I'm going to give you the other donation page right here. This is what Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Man, it makes me want to drink coffee when I say that. Share link. This right here, this is my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee page, guys. There it is right there. We had that up, if everybody's seeing that. The link is, of course, is buymeacupofcoffee.com/departure heaven. That is the link to that as well. If you want to donate to PayPal, what's that?
Can you put that one in the private, or did you give that to me already?
What?
That coffee one.
They're all three should be in there now.
There it is. Okay.
The email address for donating to PayPal is real simple, guys. Let me just type it into this thing here.
Let me just put in. Can I put the coffee one in the comments?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll put that there.
And if you want to put the Cash App link in there too, go right ahead. Okay. Let's see here. This ended up being a Fund Me campaign, guys. I didn't see that coming. I'm kind of blown away here, man.
Donate by PayPal. So here's your PayPal one. Oh, it says 1404 on that one. PayPal.
Pictures@gmail.com. We're both just kind of AMSRing it here.
Exactly. I talk out loud whenever I'm clicking on stuff.
Yeah, I think out loud too. Let's see. Let me get this thing zoomed in. All right. I'm going to share this now with people. If you want to put this in the description or put this in the all three, you can put in the chat, but I want you to share this page now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Let's see here. Well, let me share a notepad.
What's nice is this video will stay up. So if somebody ever comes over this video, like say a week from now or 2 weeks, they can actually click on that one app that we just showed and with their phone and give right away.
How come this thing doesn't let me share my notepad? Oh, it's a window. Is it a window? Yeah, it's a window.
You know, Departure Heaven is actually a good company name as well.
All right, there is the email. You would type in MERG Pictures, that's PICTURES @gmail.com. You go to PayPal. If you want to send money through PayPal, just type that web or that email and it'll send that through that. It's going to ask for an email address for recipient. That's what you put in that box. And then, of course, Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, of course, is buymeacupofcoffee.com departure heaven. Actually, you know what? Why you have all that up? Let me just put that on the notepad here. Why it's still up. So here's the link to buy me a cup of coffee. There it is, guys. Take a picture of it. Buy me a cup of coffee. There's that. And
if you put that link again in just by itself in the private, I'll put it in the comments.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. There it is.
Let's see if I can copy it. And then, yeah, I think if you just make your rounds on everyone's channel, go to Derek's, go to Bob's, go to Robert Breaker's, and just say, hey, guys, if you can give me some money for a movie, and then they'll donate just as easy.
What do you mean, like, what do you mean, like, go to their channel and ask them?
Well, when you're on their channel as a guest, you can talk about it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna release a video tonight. This is called Project. I don't know what I'm gonna give it a name. It's Project Get People. I don't know. I'm gonna call it Project something. But this is a project that we are trying to get funded so we could get this movie out. I've been wanting to do it for so long. Now I told myself with this AI thing, it's possible to do it for penny of a millionth of dollars that it would cost me to do it. Now I don't have to pay all these millions to do it.
What's the temporary movie name idea?
Well, you ever seen the Left Behind movies, guys?
Yes.
All the Left Behind movies. It's the rap, like, you know, the one with Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
The movie starts off with the pilot and everything. He's messing around, shouldn't be doing that. And then it ends up, the rapture takes place while he's flying the plane. Okay? I'm not really going to copy that scene, but there will be scenes of planes going down everywhere. And then the rapture shows the aftermath of people panicking everywhere. And then at the end of the movie, you know, they show them looking off in the distance with fires and everything, with all the planes going on. And then the Antichrist comes out in the end. In other words, they somehow hint to us there'll be a sequel. Well, in my movie, we're not going to push it all the way to the end like that. We're going to start right off with the times we're in. Then the rapture takes place. And then all of a sudden the Antichrist appears. We go through the whole 7 years, guys. We're talking all the bowl judgments will be in this movie in seals. So you know how crazy that's going to look on video with people running from meteors falling in the sky? It's all going to be in there.
Here's some ideas for, I just put this in ChatGPT, ideas for your movie title, trailer. Vanished, The Final Departure. That one's pretty good. Gone in an Instant, After the Trumpet, The Final Flight, Left in the Dark, When the Sky Opened.
I've thought about calling it The Next Day. That's what I'm thinking about calling it. The Next Day.
There's one, Silent Streets, The Day After. The Next Day.
Now the day after's taken, but I might call it The Next Day.
That's pretty good.
The next day, basically what happens the next day after the rapture is all the turmoil that kicks in after that. And people are going to be like, you're kidding me. And, you know, the trailer, you know, we're going to have stuff with the aliens going to show up in this movie. Guys, let me just give you one little sneak peek of something here. Oh, man, I'm moving so fast. I hope you got time for this, Shane. Just give me a moment here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, this is really exciting to know that I can immediately start doing stuff with Act 1 tonight when I get off this thing. And I'm going to go on there. I'm going to start working on it. I'm going to, you know, I have to, once I create my AI characters, the female, the man, the other people that'll be in, you got your main two actors that are going to be in this. Well, one is going to lose the other significant half. One is going to go up to heaven. The other one's going to be left behind.
Oh, wow.
And what an emotional ending it's going to be when they finally see each other when she comes back with Jesus. Now, I know I'm giving away my movie. I think the woman is the one I'm going to have be taken up and the man's going to be left behind. I think that's what I'll do. Or shall I be the woman that gets left behind and the man goes to heaven? Now, I think it'll be more of an emotional impact on people when your lady gets taken away from you. Men can really relate to that, to say, oh, she's gone, you know, I don't know, I'll never see her again. And yes, and then that's not true, because, you know, in the scenes, he's going to meet up with people that finally got saved, and they're going to go to this underground movement in the movie, and they're going to tell him that she's up there waiting for you, man. You're going to see her again. Now, just to give you a concept of this, I'm going to go to a video I shot with AI that was something I did about, when did I do it? About 5 months ago. I don't know when I did. It was not too long ago. And, you know, the video was not video. It was just still pictures of a consistent character. And my father, this is about my father. He lost the love of his life. His lowest lane, basically, is what I'll call it. And it's an emotional video. I literally cried when I made this video, and he cried too when he seen it. But it's this one right here. It's coming up. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That's it right there. Let me put this on your page. I'm going to share it and let everybody watch this. This is such an emotional scene. I put this together on the top of my head. Scenes like this will definitely be in the movie when he sees her finally. And you know, it's similar to this. She won't be in heaven. She'll be back on earth. But similar scene to this. Let me go and share this. Stop sharing. Sharing. And is it this one? No, is it this one? There it is. Okay, here we go. All right, let me just get some of these links off here. Got all these links up here. Okay. Do you see that on there, guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Just make it full screen.
Yes, full screen it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Some of my directing power for you guys. Okay, lights down. Dim the lights in the theater, everybody. Here we go.
Two people were brought together one night in a place full of energy and singing and enjoyment. While my father was singing karaoke, it captured the heart of a woman in a crowd of people watching. What little did my dad know, he was about to meet the love of his life. In 2002, my father, Rich Marderson, met Lisa Battolini at a karaoke club called The Sing-Along. She loved his singing, and he loved hers too. They met and began talking to each other. He found out that she was raised in the same hometown 3 blocks away in upstate New York. They went to the same schools.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button there.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. Give me a second, guys. Let's do this. Let me do this again.
Take two.
Take two. Take two, guys. I'm so sorry.
Maybe that's
All
the
right.
name of your company. Take Two. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. Rick, take two. Deal with it, guys. Deal with it. Take two. Take three. Take four. Deal with it. No, I don't want to take 5. Guys, we have to do this again. Yes, deal with it. What a comedy show that'd be. All right, let me do this instead. Okay. Comments. I don't have a lot of limited stuff I could do on here. Okay, I guess it's because I'm doing. It says share video file, so I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. Shane, go ahead and share that.
Okay.
Two people were brought together one night in a place full of energy and singing and enjoyment. While my father was singing karaoke, it captured the heart of a woman in a crowd of people watching. What little did my dad know, he was about to meet the love of his life. In 2002, my father, Rich Marderson, met Lisa Battolini at a karaoke club called The Sing-Along. She loved his singing, and he loved hers too. They met and began talking to each other. He found out that she was raised in the same hometown 3 blocks away in upstate New York. They went to the same schools, and they met here in Orlando, Florida. They went together for several years and still stayed in touch with each other every day. Until February 2021, they finally both agreed to get married. Then, 3 days later, the Lord took her home. Lisa Battellini passed away early that morning. My father found out that morning. That literally ripped his heart from his chest in shock that he lost the love of his life. Now he will never be able to see her again until the day that we go home. What you're about to see is when we go up in the rapture. This is a picture illustration slideshow of her and my dad in their new glorified bodies. That they will finally be brought together again in heaven and never be separated again. Let us watch now this beautiful moment that they finally get to see each other again for all eternity.
Yeah, definitely emotional. It gets me still teared up when I look at it. But, imagine me doing all this, redoing that in Act 1, movement and everything with the video, her moving, her speaking to him, saying, I missed you so much, and him holding her. It's just emotional just to think about it. And I could do all that with Act 1. I literally can. And, the limitations with it, I don't know all my limitations yet. When I get on it, I'll be like, okay. But definitely the dialogue is what I need for this film. You can't. There's other sites that don't do the dialogue and the facial expression. Like now, they're saying in Hollywood to do this, you have to have the pens and all the dots on their face and the camera helmet. With this, you don't need that no more. They somehow AI is smart enough to track your face perfectly. You saw that. They just sat down in front of a camera and started talking. Imagine me talking in another person's body with the exact copy. You saw the video. You saw the demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
I would be doing a lot of acting in my room when I start doing this. I'm the one that's going to sit there in front of my camera.
You know who
and
you
put
should
a white
get
sheet
to be,
behind me and just do my acting. I'm going to be the actor.
You know who you should get to be your wife in the movie? You should get Ingrid to be. Cameo. She's got a good voice.
Well, here's the thing. In this film, I can use another person's voice or I can change my voice. They could do
You don't
that.
want your voice to be a girl, though.
No. I can change my voice. In other words,
right.
Its system says, look, it can ride off my voice. In other words, it senses the algorithm of my voice, like, down and up, or like expression, or hey, I'm mad or I'm laughing.
Yep.
The AI on my software that I use allows you to take the voice, and what it does, it takes my voice completely out, and then that voice takes over. Totally different person's voice. And it follows my tones, my expressions, and my
I see
voice.
what you're saying. Yeah, you got to teach it first.
My AI could do that. Actually, the system that's for that It's like an expressive tone system that does that, and you could totally use the voice of any of your choice. Also, I believe that that now that if I have the unlimited plan for the journey, it has all that voices built in, so I can actually. I would need is a picture. If let's say I used Ingrid, if I wanted to use her, all you got to do is take a picture of her face, and it'll recreate an AI character of her. In other words, an avatar that looks just like her. You'll notice in the video with Lisa, that was based on that photograph with her and my dad at the beginning of the video. Yeah, I took that photograph. Notice it recreated it with her in the robe. See how that works? And then all you got to do is choose a pleasing voice that fits her voice, okay? And voila, she's a woman's voice to a woman avatar, fully dialogue, expression, speaking. Like I have a paid actor right there at the fingertips of my mouse. Totally amazing, guys. How far AI has came. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. But
I'm supplying all the actors for you. There's your first one.
Yeah. So, like I said, you just made a big move today, Shane, by doing this. You just don't know how thankful I am right now.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see.
I didn't see that coming that fast. I was like, wow. I didn't have to buy you a cup of coffee or nothing for that. But, Rick, buy me a year's supply of coffee, man. Let's talk, bro. That's funny, man. So, Ingrid's cool. On here. She's moderating. How you doing, Ingrid? I didn't know that you were in their chat room. Didn't see that till now. I noticed.
She's like, pick me, pick me, pick me. That's how good of a director he is.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Focused.
The reliability of her. Let's say I'm ready to do a couple of scenes right now, and Ingrid's gone for the next 6 hours. That's gonna throw me back. If I use AI is there every second. They're there 24/7. Now there is one thing I can do is if I wanted to use her in the film as an actress in the form she has parts in the movie, I could do that. If I wanted to use you, Shane, in the movie for parts in it, I can use that. You could be the man at the coffee shop serving coffee to everybody, and you're sort of fellowshipping to people as they come up and get coffee, even pamphlets about the rapture. And all of a sudden, these people are throwing pamphlets on the ground as they walk away with your coffee. And, something like that. Or
I'd be like, deal with it.
Yeah, he's wearing my deal with it hat. But I got to carefully come up with the scripts and everything, which doesn't take very long. My mind ticks quick when it comes to coming up with ideas.
Nice.
I can't think what else I was going to say, man. I'm just like I'm just like totally talking like speeds here. I'm trying to find this thing here real quick, but go ahead and just talk about something while I do that. I'm trying to find this.
It'd be cool if that software had the ability to make storyboards for you. Storyboards would help.
Well, I can make storyboards, but the problem with that is it's going to spool out a lot of stuff that I don't need. I prefer to make my own storyboards because, Departure Heaven, you know how we are when it comes to coming up with content. We always do good on the front end and the back end. We just like, where is it? Where's my password at for... You gotta be kidding me. Did I lose the password? Hold on. Yeah, so let me ask you something. What are your thoughts? I'm actually I took over the show almost.
That's okay.
What are your thoughts on this plane going down in Toronto? Again, another plane. I noticed you made a reaction to that. And I was like, wow. Do we need another airplane crash? Do we need another plane crash? What is God? Is he conditioning the world for the coming tribulation with the coming rapture? Is it coming? What do you think? What are your thoughts there, Shane?
I think this is just, to me, it looks kind of weird because the plane actually crashed. Like when you see it, it like smoked the runway and then exploded, and then flipped over. I'm like, how are these people alive? This is like Manifesto or something, some kind of a movie where these guys were 100 years ago and they just landed the plane. Like, it's bizarre that like, I'm so happy that they all survived, but I don't know if they fully appreciate it yet. Maybe the shock will wear off after a couple of days. They kissed death right on the lips and walked away. They have a purpose here. All 80 of those people have a purpose in this world today, if you can walk away from that. So if I were to make an AI movie, I would do it on the Israelites in the wilderness. I think I would make it into a little TV series. Somebody just asked me what I would do. I would also do a video on the life of Paul. And I would put a little twist on it. I'd put a little twist on it that people wouldn't see coming.
Okay, Shane, I'm inside my runway. I want to represent this because I want you to see your investment, why everybody else sees this. You're going to see your investment right now. This powerful all-in-one Hollywood package that I'm now going to be having in it once I get off here. I have hundreds of things I can work with on here. There's so many tools they give you. But I'm going to go ahead and present screen.
This is like Christmas time for you.
It came early this year, but let me just show you this trailer here. This is like something that was done on Runway. Okay, here we go. Why can I like do this full screen here? Oh, here we go. Are you seeing this, Shane?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. This was done on Runway with a Gen Alpha 3 engine. Wow, totally amazing.
Did you hit play?
Why it's not playing?
No, didn't play.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm sorry. Rick, you're fired. Poor judgment.
Day one, eh?
Day one, he's fired already from Act 1. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. This was done with the program I'm about to pay for, and this is done with some of their tools. This is just a small fraction of their tool. Well, no, it's some of their tools they use from the Runway. Here we go. Is this full screen?
Now it is.
Okay, here we go.
I lost my grandma. But I wonder, where do grandmas go when they get lost? Maybe they just walk with the other lost grandmothers to a secret land? A place so far away that even our maps cannot find it. Over there, our little grandmothers grow as big as the story they used to tell us.
The Nephilim? Wow. Look at that.
Then, they become so strong and so tall that they transform into beautiful trees. Big icebergs. And giant mountains. Sometimes, they also turn into cozy houses. But I heard someone say that the truth is they change into dust. I'm not sure. Maybe they also do that. I'm not an expert. All I know is that, in the end, our grandmothers become the world itself. So, where is my grandma? I don't know. But I can feel that she's very close. Her scent is in every flower I smell. Her smile is in every wave of the sea. And I can hear her voice singing in the wind. Grandma, I hope that wherever you are, you can also feel me. Feel all the love that I have for you.
See this? This is just one demonstration, guys, of what this site can do. And let me go back to the site real quick. That's amazing. That is just one small picture that was shot with Runway, which I'll be paying $90-something a month. Unlimited use of all their tools. That is the highest package you can get on there. And I will be able to shoot cinematic scenes like that for my movie. What that person did is they did text the image or text, I want a woman on a big mountain hill, people walking up on a hill. Then you put it image to video with the Gen 3 Alpha, because this company, Runway, they have worked with Hollywood directors and special effects teams to make this look more like a movies and cinematic than just general video. So it gives my movie scenes that cinematic look, like it was done at $1 million set, which I don't have that kind of money. So then you take that professional image, put it to video, text the image, then image to video with your characters in it. And then that character is moving and talking with full dialogue in Act 1 combined with those scenes. You won't be able to tell it apart from if it was shot on a real Hollywood set. And you take all your scenes, put them all together on your editor, and then you put the movie soundtrack in last. And then the credits, and then hit export, which is render, full 1080p, highest quality, and then you got a full feature film right there. That is what you invested in just now. A powerful engine. This thing is packed to the hill full of features. These are the #1 image filmmaking generator out there. Is Runway's on top of the game when it comes to this kind of thing. Let me just quickly present this real quick. Back to that screen again. This is their site. People, I'm doing this because you also can take use of this. You know, here's their site, okay? I'm actually signed into my account. Runway Watch, the AI Film Festival that is there. These are some of the film festival. This is the Gen 48 engine. AI Film Festival creative partners with programs that their help with this. Runway Studios. Look at this right here. Look at this. This was done right on here. Can you see this?
Yep. Make it full screen.
Like we project meaning onto things, and it's what artists do to, like, you know, an exaggerated degree.
Yeah.
Like
we're the freaks about it.
We're the freaks of that.
Yeah. I had weird moments where I was doing this stuff where I felt like I don't know what the right word is, because it gets really weird.
This is just an interview. Let me get back out of that. Eerie. These are different things done on here. Sci-fi, like these are small video clip features. Some are trailers, some are small short films. In my case, mine will be a full feature film, which is not a film short. Film shorts usually last from 1 to 4 minutes long. Mine will be the normal length of a movie, which is usually 1 hour and 20 minutes, right? Does that sound right? So,
yep.
And this was all done right here on Runway. Runway is the name of this site. There was no Hollywood set. This was all done right here on this platform. Imagine what my imagination can do, folks, with this. Man, imagine the Antichrist being on that screen right there, and all these people are part of the New World Order, the police, the global police force. The whole world's in turmoil right now. Imagine that being the fallout after a nuclear war. It's amazing. She's speaking, crying to him that I don't wish I wasn't left behind. I can't take this anymore. I want to go to heaven. I don't want to be here in this world. You know, I'm imagining this as I go along. You know, people just don't realize that the complex engine that they're playing with right here, that this thing is like, you got all this stuff right here. These tools, these are like a truckload of tools. Lip sync video, which is not Act 1, but it's also another feature. You got text to image, background remover. You got all these tools in your arsenal to make a full feature film. And you click on these do a lot for you. Okay.
Wow.
You know, you got generative audio system, all this stuff here. And then you got generated images, which is the Gen 3 image, get unlimited image and video generations right here. Here's where the plan, and I know that's yearly, but they have where you could go by the month, and it should be, where in the world is the subscription service at? It's right here somewhere. Here we go. Here's the plans. We'll go monthly. Unlimited right here, guys. Unlimited. $95 monthly. And you get started. I'm not going to do this on here, but that's how I would pay for it. But it says unlimited access to Explorer mode, unlimited generations on the Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 Alpha, Gen 3 Alpha, Turbo, and Act 1 right there.
That's pretty good.
Act 1, Explorer mode, relaxed rate. Okay. Yeah, just so you know that not pulling
Click
your
on
leg
that.
here.
Click on that tab from monthly to year. What's the yearly? Was it 20% off? Yeah, that's pretty good too, eh? 900.
Yeah,
for
but
a
I'm
year.
not asking for anybody to pay that. That's too much. But let me
Well,
get
if
out
you
of
had
it.
10 people that paid like $100 or 20 people paid 50, or you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden you could just pay for it like in a year and you're done. Boom.
Yeah, that's true. I could, but I don't need all that time to do that. I just need 2 or 3 months tops to do this, because if it were me doing it on a real Hollywood set for $100 million, it takes 1 year to 2 years to do this movie, right? But since I'm doing it all online, virtually, this thing here does it all. Runway's got a very huge, they got a real huge reputation. Let me see something.
Welcome to Runway Academy. Today, we're exploring Act 1.
I think I'm going to open my own bakery.
Everyone, settle down, please.
Who knew there were so many kinds of beans to choose from?
Act 1 is a new way to generate highly emotive performances right inside of Gen 3 Alpha. No motion capture, no rigging, just one simple video performance and a character image. Let me show you how it works. First, head into the generative video tool with Gen 3 Alpha selected. Then click the Act 1 tab on the left. At the top, upload your source footage. Act 1 can work with characters positioned at varying angles as long as it's not too extreme. However, it's important to maintain lively facial expressions with the entire face in view and with minimal body movement. And of course, clear audio.
It's either really, really soft, or it's really, really tough and crunchy.
Add your reference image by hitting upload and dragging and dropping your image, or choose from one of our presets.
Well,
once ready, hit
cool.
generate. Your result? A seamless animation that preserves all the subtle expressions and movements from your performance, but transposed onto the character from your reference image.
So we just don't do bread here very well.
With Act 1, there's no need for complex rigging or motion capture. Make sure to read the Runway help article for tips and tricks, and join the Runway Discord to chat with community members. For any other questions, you can use this button on your dashboard at any time.
That's cool.
See, I want you to see your investment. That's Shane. That is why I'm showing you this to other people as well, because your investment is not just Act 1. You just paid for the entire site package. This is just not only paying for Gen 1, it's paying for other features as well. When you pay for the unlimited, they give you unlimited to all the Hollywood stuff. Here's another one real quick.
Welcome to Runway Academy. Today, we're exploring advanced camera controls for image to video. Head to the Generative Video tool and upload an image into Gen 3 Alpha Turbo to use advanced camera controls. These controls allow you to plan out specific camera movements for your scene. Move the camera left and right, up and down, in and out, pan left and right, tilt up and down, rotate clockwise and counterclockwise, or combine many values together to achieve the desired result. The most important thing to understand with camera controls is the speed at which the camera moves depends on how close your subject is to the camera. For a close-up shot, a dolly speed of 0.3 might feel perfect, but on a landscape shot, it will feel too slow, so make sure that you adjust your speeds accordingly. The second most important thing to know is camera controls will generally work better if you provide a prompt. This will help guide your generation to give you the best result. You can prompt for where you want the camera to move, what you want your subject to be doing.
That's pretty cool.
Or even add more to the scene.
All this is done.
If you need some help getting started, try using some of the presets
right
underneath
there.
the prompt box. Just make sure to fill in the purple areas with descriptions of your image.
It's probably what they're using for some of the
With
plane
advanced
crashes.
camera controls, you now have even more added control over your generations, and we're excited to see what you create.
That looks good.
As always, make sure to check out the help article.
I mean, Runway is like the dominant. When it comes to doing films, this is the site to go to. Now, of course, when I did one of my videos, remember that one when it showed Jesus in the mountain with all the fires? When you saw that? I did that in Kling
Quick question
AI.
for you, Rick. Do you do e-transfers? I would say yes, because I just e-transferred you.
Hold on a second here. E-transfer. You make it sound like it's a bus transfer and I need a pass to get on the bus.
It's just your email. What is it? Merge pictures? I can put it in the comments.
Hold on a second. Okay, let me get. What do we want me to do now? While you're on the air with me, let's do this. Okay, it says okay. Someone just sent me. I'm actually gonna put this on the screen. So could you? I'm gonna present.
Is that the right
this.
email? Just to make sure in the comments there, Rick. Is this the right one? Merge pictures at Gmail.
Okay, hold on one second. MERGP. Hold on. Put it back. Put it back up there again. MERGPICTURES. So merge pictures plural at gmail.com. Yeah, that's it. So I want you to see this. I'm going to present this on the screen. I want everybody to see another generosity thing going on here. So now I am now sponsored for not only 1 month, but 2 months.
Oh, wow.
And this just came in just now, guys. I'm not kidding you.
Is that from Blood Moon Prophecy or?
Well, right now we are looking. So go ahead and put that on the screen.
Okay.
Someone else just sponsored my
Darlene
film.
Blaze.
Now we
That's
have
awesome.
next month paid as well as this month. So 30. We are now sponsored for the next 60 days. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I am like very thankful. I'm going to put the name up myself so I can totally thank this. Your name is Darlene Bliss, Blais. I hope I said it right. Sent me $100 to PayPal. I would like to thank you, Darlene, from the bottom of my heart for sending this $100. This is very, 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 I almost want to cry right now. I am so,
That's cool.
It's an emotional feeling that's coming over me right now.
That's pretty cool.
Man, I gotta hold it in. I don't like crying on air.
You know what we
But
should
yeah.
do is we should do sometime like on your channel a little update, maybe like a a week-to-week update as to how the project is coming, because then you can get people excited about it
behind the
as
scenes,
well.
maybe, but I don't want to give away my film too much. I will
you
do
don't.
behind
No,
the
you
scenes.
just talk about it and what
I
your
will, and
thoughts
I will.
are, and
Yeah.
this would be like a mini documentary, which is what I like doing.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I've been thinking about this all day about my film, and I said, man, I just want to pull my debit card out and pay for it, but I don't have the extra money. So I said, why don't I just do a campaign on my channel?
I
Audience,
think it's
please
way
fund
better.
my film. Fund my film.
I think it's way better to have people join you in this venture than you having to wear, because you're going to be spending hours on this yourself.
I'm doing all the work and I'm paying for it all, and people are going to see it for free. You know, the movie theaters, they charge $9 to $12 for you to enter the movie theater to watch a new movie comes out. That is your way of paying them back. Me, I'm paying for everything and doing all the work, and everybody's watching for free. Really? It's a free movie too. So people are paying their entry into the theater by doing that. Now, Dolene just paid like what 12? What is 100 divided by? Movies tickets today are around $13, I think.
It's like she just bought 10 movie tickets.
Yeah, she bought some tickets for people. So Darlene just bought 10 tickets for people. So you got your 10 tickets, you can thank her while you're watching it free. And you can thank this man right here. I always point this way for the coffee he brought for the bread that he put up for this film. Now, we have raised $225 for this film. So, like I said, I hope I can get it done in 2 months. But if it takes 3 months, if I say, guys, I'm coming up on a payment, you want to help? You help me, But like I said, I say 3 months to do it tops, because, to do that, I mean, wow, man, I can't wait to see. Can we just put this back up on the thing? You wanted me to do something first before we do that. What did you want me to do, Shane? You want me to select transaction and see if it goes through right now? What do I do? Walk me through it.
Whatever you want.
Select financial institution. Oh, okay. Deposit your money. So I have to put this into
your account.
What if I don't see my financial institution on there? I'm seeing a bunch here. I don't see Bank of America on here. Huh? Wait a minute. Select territory. It's a good thing I'm doing this on air with you right now. Well, wait a minute. Select territory. Albania, New Brunswick. There's Ontario.
Canada.
Wait a.
Or actually, you're in Florida, so.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. All these banks are on here. Is these the banks right here? Oh, Bank of America. Okay. Select your financial institution. Bank of America. That has a green check mark. Now select province or territory. Okay. What if my province and territory is not on here, Shane?
I'm wondering if I might have to give you through PayPal or something.
Could you do that instead? Is this money? I haven't taken it yet. You can check. Trust me. I'm not a thief.
Yeah, no.
It hasn't been taken off your account yet. You just sent it, but it hasn't been taken.
I'm wondering if I should try your...
Try PayPal or Cash App and just take this money back. As it looks like I got to go through a lot of stuff to do this. So I'm going to just click away. Just disregard this fund and just try to do it the other way. So since I didn't claim this money, that means you still have it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, check your funds. All right, so I'll wait for that. While he's doing that, guys, I'm just gonna look at this page here. He's doing that. Image to image, Jennifer audio, lip sync video, remove background. I've been on this thing before. I just kind of forgot some of the stuff on it, but it's been a while. But I know that, Jen, this whole thing has been, as soon as they put Act 1 on here, my whole eyes lit up. I was like, man, here we go, guys. Now I can shoot my film. As soon as they added that feature, let's see here. Introducing frames.
Click on that.
The most advanced base model image generator offers your unprecedented stylish control of your visual fidelity. Well, these people are good, just super good at what they do. All right, I'm going to show this video while you do that. So I'm going to share this while you figure that out. So guys, we'll give you something to watch while he's doing that. I'm going to go ahead and share this screen here. All right, here we go. You might have to click share that screen while you're,
sorry.
Unless it interferes with you. All right, here, guys, take a look at this real quick.
Welcome to Runway Academy. Today, we're going to explore text-to-video with Gen 3 Alpha. Gen 3 Alpha is Runway's newest video model, which produces high-fidelity, controllable video.
Wow, totally amazing,
To
guys.
use Gen 3 Alpha, head to the Text or Image to Video tool and select Gen 3 Alpha from the model dropdown. Then, in the prompt box, let's add a prompt. Close-up of a smiling young woman with curly hair on a dusky beach. The ocean blurs in the background, bathed in deep blue twilight, creating a serene atmosphere. With Gen 3 Alpha, you have the option to create a 5-second video or a 10-second video, which you can select from this button here. Generation times with Gen 3 Alpha are quite fast, about 60 seconds for a 5-second generation and 90 seconds for a 10-second generation.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Gen 3 Alpha was trained on highly descriptive, temporally dense captions. Basically, the more detailed you can make the text prompt, the more Gen 3 Alpha will shine. The description can include anything about the subject, scene, lighting, camera movements, and so much more. In addition to visual details, Gen 3 Alpha can be prompted for subject action, camera action, speed, transitions, and more.
Wow, that's amazing.
For example,
Look at
you can
that.
prompt a high-speed wide FPV shot approaches a rocky seaside cave, enters the cave, and emerges in an Arctic landscape with glaciers and snow-capped mountains, hyperlapse cinematography.
Are you catching all this, Shane?
Yep.
It's amazing. They are on top of their game, these guys.
Gen 3 Alpha will work with a wide variety of prompt structures, from super simple.
You saw that scene with the mountain? Now imagine this scene right here. I could duplicate this scene, but imagine a scene. This is like a drone footage scene where it's going over this. Where was it? It was just right. Like something right here. It was just, I just had it. Now imagine right here.
Gen 3 Alpha will work with a
You see this
wide
scene? Now imagine this is a drone shot flying to that mountain. That's not a real drone because you could do it on here. Imagine imagine 1,000 people down, thousands of people running in the middle of downtown with buildings, with the meteors hitting from the sky. God is sending judgment down. This is going to be a really graphic film when it comes to judgment. I'm not talking about blood and gore. I won't do that, but it will be graphic and it'll be to the point. And imagine that with the meteors coming down. This Gen 3 can do it perfectly, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just crazy because you can do all kinds of nice shots with this. I mean, come on. Look how hard that would have been to do that in real time. This is a bedroom that opens up into another room. But look at that. Talk about magic. Voila.
For more helpful resources,
you know, you could do this stuff with all this, with the Gen 3 engine, and you'd be like, guys, all you need is Rick's imagination for that film incorporated in this. So these guys have got me covered when it comes to all that. So you get an arsenal of tools, unlimited usage now, you know, totally like right down to what I need here. Other than that, guys, I know some of you are probably getting bored of hearing this. They're probably saying, well, okay, we've heard enough. But, you know, I want you to know
Pretty
that
cool.
this is an investment. This is something, because when you see this being played out with my movie instead of this, you've seen the capabilities. You know, if you like, look at this scene right there with that mountain and water. You know, if it's capable of doing all this, all you need is the right imagination behind it. Dialogue, people, things floating up like the Rapture with that car, aliens showing up in the sky. You know, and I'm going to just, let me get out of this real quick. I want to show you a few of my own creations real quick.
Hold one second there.
You get that ready and I'll get mine ready.
We're having Canadians that are trying to give you, and there's a hiccup. And I think probably
Hold
the
on.
easiest thing is to send it to you, send you money via PayPal.
Yeah,
from
do the
Canada.
PayPal, guys. If they can't do it through Cash App, do it through PayPal. Let me see here. 1 second, guys. Let me go to my.
Especially in Canada. I think
Why?
there's a
What's with the
hiccup.
Canada? Why? Is it something? There's a hiccup there.
Yeah, because I think the e-transfers for some reason don't go from bank to bank. Something Canada does.
I'll give a
on our
big
end.
shout out to Canada in my movie. I will do that. And I'll promise I'll go easy on Canada during the judgment scenes, guys. Yeah, just don't blow us up since we're giving you money, Ray. Like, God, don't go easy on Canada. They're blessing this film right now. So let me just go here. I want to show a couple examples. Which was it done in Gen 3? Was it done in Runway? It was done in Kling, but this service here doesn't offer all the extra tools that I need for my Gen 3 and my Act 1. They don't have all that. So, but I'm going to show you what I could do with my imagination. But I have to show you this. I'll start with this one here. And I'll go ahead and, I don't know, let me just go ahead and pull it up on the screen here while he does that. All right, guys, y'all should be watching this. Here we go, full screen. Go ahead and share that, Shane, while you're doing that. I feel like I just took over his show.
That's okay. Let me see here. There it is.
All right, here we go. I did this. I put some of my imagination to work. Folks, what I'm about to show you is something that I've been entertaining in my mind for the past couple days. Yes, with all the drones in the sky, the mystery drones that we've been hearing about in the news for the past few days, I have entertained the thought that there is something they're hiding that they're not telling us. In my opinion, folks, I believe that they probably got a signal from outer space that a fleet of alien ships are on their way to Earth. Call me crazy, folks. This is just my opinion, a thought. I'm not saying it's true. It's just something that's a thought I've been entertaining for the past couple days. That this could be what it is, or it could be something else. But this is the one I like the most. And when they get here, the rapture of the church will take place around the time they get here. Either before they just show up, or right after we go and then they show up and they break the skies over all the major cities in the world. That is, the fact of the matter is that these drones are over the skies. They are waiting for something, folks, and they're not telling us. What are they waiting for? Why so many drones stationary over the sky? Are they waiting for them to show up? The alien ships, the motherships, massive big 2-mile wide ships to show up? We're about to find out, folks. Please watch this dramatic scenario that I laid out before you, folks, of what I think this could be, what this is all about. Please observe, folks. Imagine that, guys. Folks, that's just a preview of what I could do with the Alpha Gen. Imagine a full feature film with the tribulation and Jesus coming back, the rapture. You will be blown away. This is coming, folks. Thanks to your donations, this is made very possible now. I mean, that is just one example of what my mind could do. Let me get out of that real quick and go to another video. Then I'm going to go ahead and try to do something here with this PayPal and create a donation page so I could just post a link to it. Let me go here. Where was it? That one page. Oh, here we go. This is happening right.
There, you should have something now, I think.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and show this real quick while I look. I'm going to go ahead and share this one
The
here.
Prophecy. I think it went to Prophecy Radio. Is that you?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right. It says 3 Point Landing Production has sent you $100. That's you, Shane, right?
Yep.
What is that? I thank you again, Shane. What is the Landing Point Productions? What is that?
That's my company, 3 Point Landing Productions.
Wow, I have to promote that for you. Let me just
Black Swan is good enough.
Let me show you this real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna see if I can create my PayPal donation page. Well, I have it. I just gotta post the link up for people to see, and I'll just stick it in the thing there. So let me just have them show this real quick while I do that. I can do two things. I can hit two things with one stone here. All right. As I sit here, hey everybody, Rick here with Departure Heaven. As I sit here, folks, the fires are burning in California right now. As people have lost their, better that they go. By looking at what we have seen so far in the first 10 days of 2025, we are seeing this is phenomenal, folks, how this year has started out. Imagine what it's going to be like after 2 months into this year. Probably a lot worse than what we're seeing right now. It's got to be this year, folks. I'm just saying, as a guess, I hope it is, that the rapture comes this year. I think this year will be so bad that it'll be enough to trigger the rapture. I strongly feel it, you know. So this is my message to you. Give your life to Jesus Christ today, folks. Stop playing around with your eternity in your soul. As you can see, people have perished in this fire in California. These fires are still burning out of control right now. They still haven't contained them all. And more homes are going to burn. And probably more people may lose their lives. My condolences go out to the families of those that lost their lives in the fires that did not escape. Okay? And I pray that they were all saved when they died. But if not, that just serves as a reminder to you, if you're listening to this broadcast and you're not saved, you don't know when tragedy is going to strike. You're not guaranteed your next breath. So this will serve as a special message from Departure Heaven, folks. Come to Jesus now, folks. I love you all. Thank you and have a good night. Hey everybody, Rick here with Departure. Hey guys, you saw that. Pretty cool, huh?
So if I get any Canadian change, I'll just send it to you. I'll just e-transfer to you via PayPal, whatever they give me in Canada. Because there's some kind of a hiccup.
So they're trying to donate to my PayPal there and it's not going through?
No, they were trying to use e-transfer, but I would say to people, if you're having a hiccup, just use PayPal. It's easy.
Well, I have here 2 donations. One came up from you, one from Darlene. They're both $100. Okay.
Yeah, there's somebody else from Canada is trying to...
okay, is that person still there in the chat room? Because
I think so.
I'm on my page here, and it's say business tools. I'm on my PayPal actual page, and It's saying create my donation page. All I got to do is find it, and he can just go to it. I also have QR codes here.
Yeah, put a QR code up.
That's
That
what I'm
might
doing
work.
right now. Your QR code is ready. Download. That was fast. All right,
Yeah,
here.
because I think.
Okay, here you go. I'm going to show it now. So if you want to present this to everybody, they can all start scanning with their phones.
Yep, that's probably the easiest.
Think that would work? Tell me if anybody has any problem with this. So, all right, here we go. Pulling it up on the screen now. All right. Trying to move fast here for everybody as I'm being slow pokey. Maybe I should have drunk your coffee.
That's all right. I've been out of coffee for an hour now.
Do you see that? Anybody?
Mm-hmm. Here it comes.
Okay, guys. You scan that with your phone. I should get it. Tell that the Canadian person.
Yeah, that's Blue Moon Prophecy.
Blue Moon Prophecy. Take your phone and scan the code and tell me what happens. And if you want to donate, that would be awesome. Send that to that code. It should work.
Yeah, and I don't even know. I don't think
He might have to have
pay.
he might have to have PayPal on his phone to do that.
Right.
But also, let me see.
That's why you should have a GoFundMe account, because that covers Canada.
I
and
do
the
have
US.
a GoFundMe account. It's right here. Hold on, let's put that up right now.
Yeah,
I'm on
put
the
that one
screen
up.
here.
That one's better because it
All
works
right.
for Canadians as well.
All right, no problem. Sign in with Google. I love
You know,
the
unless
feature.
Trump gets a bank in Canada, which is what he's trying to do, is get I think the Bank of
To
America. or
verify
something.
your. Oh, okay. I have to verify this real quick. But you know, have you guys in Canada? So why is it different there? What is that? Why is that?
They just have tight security on banks. I think they whenever you do out of the country, they're a little bit tight, a little bit more stricter. But everything else works. PayPal, all that stuff. They just charge you a bit of a commission on it.
You know,
PayPal's
PayPal's been around for years, man.
Yep,
You know that?
that's Elon's company, or used to be Elon's.
That used to be his company.
Yeah, Elon and Peter Thiel co-founded PayPal, and then he didn't like the direction that they were going, and so he quit. Oh yeah, Elon's been in everything, man. Behind the scenes, he's done OpenAI, co-founded that, and then went off in his own direction.
Right,
ChatGPT,
verified.
all that stuff.
Okay. It says your fundraisers. I wonder if I got one. It says delete it. Start GoFundMe page. United States zip code 32817.
Yes, Prophecy Radio is correct.
Who said
You are
that?
in the right place. Cat Meow Purr is trying to donate.
Okay.
To you.
Wow, this show ended up being a fundraiser tonight. Oh man, it just didn't
Funny.
see that coming, man.
I know you got to be
Sorry,
prepared
Shane.
with all the links.
I'm sorry,
No, this
Shane.
is a good.
I'm
this is a
using your
good
channel
tester.
to do that. I should be doing this on my channel, but
No,
I'm
that's
all
fine.
thanks to you, buddy.
No, I'm learning too.
Guess what? I'm gonna have Shane be my next guest. I'm gonna skip over Derek. Sorry, Derek, but I'm giving Shane the next priority.
Skip Derek,
You
eh?
did that just to get in the show next, didn't
That's
you?
right.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, yeah,
it's like
I was
Rick,
like-
I'll pay him just to be the next guest.
That's right. That's
That
right.
works, man.
That's how we work
That's
here,
creative.
Yeah.
What should I put? What best describes your fundraise? Should I be for business?
Movie.
Well, it doesn't give me that. Environmental,
Entertainment.
emergency. How about creative?
Yep, creative's good.
Creative. Continue.
Man, then we didn't even get to the good stuff tonight. Like I was going to talk about planes flipping.
Go ahead and talk
No.
while I'm feeling.
No, this
I'm
is
building
good.
my GoFundMe right now. It'll only take a second. Charity. This is funds delivered to your bank account for own use. Yes, so I can pay.
I was telling the people if you could not talk out loud while you're clicking on your password and stuff.
I didn't say my password. I know better not to say that. Now it says your starting goal here. What should I put in there?
10,000.
Are you serious? People ain't gonna send that kind of money to me.
Why not?
I'll just put. Oh man, if I put 5,000, people are gonna be like, "Well, what does he need all that money for?"
No, you're making a movie. Just put $10,000.
I'll just put
the whole thing.
All right, guys. Shane, you heard me. Shane say it. I'm just gonna put 10,000. I'm just doing it for the hell of it. I know no one's gonna send that to me, but hey.
Well, no, that's your total, like what you're trying to get to. So people can be donating $50, $20.
Okay,
$10,
so it has to have a number in
up.
there. I'll just put 10,000, guys.
Exactly.
Whatever. We'll see what it does. But anyways, and then okay, and now it says add a cover photo.
Yep. Just put a little pic of you, a little gorgeous pic of yourself, your chiclets.
My
smile.
chiclets.
Your teeth. Just smile. You should make Ingrid
okay,
your
hold
manager.
on 1 second. I'm gonna put in my default profile pic here for one of my profile picture on my Facebook.
You might have to update your name, Prophecy Radio. That might throw people off, and just say.
Yeah, I know. It's what we used to call it. This station a long time is what we called it before we renamed it to another channel. Then it's renamed to Prophecy Monday, or not Prophecy, but Departure Heaven. But yeah, let me see if I can do that. I can probably do that on my PayPal.
That way nobody
if it'll let me do that or not. But all right, let me just do this. Let me just do this, guys. I'm trying to fix this thing here.
If you get enough money for this year, you might have to quit your job and then just do movies.
Oh man, full time. You know, people are making a full time living off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my? That's weird. So let me ask some. Go ahead and just talk real quick about the airplanes real quick while I'm doing this. I'm just trying to do this as fast as possible. You can get on what you want to do tonight, Shane. But if you want to talk about it, go right ahead. Just say the planes are going down. You remember that movie, The Plane?
Yeah, oh yeah, Fantasy Island with Mr. Rourke and Tattoo. That was a good show.
Do you know the guy that played Khan?
Mm-hmm. Ricardo Montalban.
The guy, the movie from Khan. He played that part. The guy that was with him in all the series, it was Khan that was in it.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good show. Probably one of the best Star Trek movies. Although the original was not too bad as well. Star Trek, the motion picture, not emotional picture.
Emotional picture or depotion picture?
Motion. That was a good show. It's about 3 hours long.
So let me ask you something. Your movie that you watched, the movie, what is a good movie that you recommend for Bible prophecy, Shane?
I could recommend a good movie that I was in.
You were in a movie?
Inception.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I was in the winter scene. They hired 10 of us from Calgary to go in it. Gave us M16 machine guns, and we had to shoot the stuntman.
You with a machine gun? Wow.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was actually supposed to be a stunt guy because I just put some fake stuff on my report. They're like, "Can you ski?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Can you do all these stunts?" I'm like, Yep. And then I got in, and then when they got there, their union had to use their stunt people. You couldn't use just people randomly. And when I saw them doing their stunts on skis, I'm like, there's no way I could have done that stuff. I don't even know why I put it on the application. I could do your stunts for Inception. I got to meet Christopher Nolan and what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. That's when I found out he was as tall as me. Like, I'm 6'1". Leonardo was just as tall as I was. I was shocked. I thought he was little Jack. Little guy. I thought he was like 5'2" or something. No, he was just as tall as me. I tried to give direction to Christopher Nolan. Just a little tip. Don't do that to the world's greatest director. Don't give him a tip on how to shoot his movie. he was telling us which directions to go on this outdoor fortress, and I said I'm kind of feeling like my character, the motivation for my character would be moving from here to over there, and he's dealing with a bunch of IMAX cameras and the main camera, and he looks at me and he's like, yeah, whatever you want to do. That's the only thing he said to me. You're not really supposed to talk to directors, though. Like as an extra, you're not supposed to talk to directors. But he was close enough to me, and he looked like he was needing direction, Christopher Nolan, because he looked at me, he gave me that look, and I'm like, you need my help right now. I get it. Lots of moving parts in this show. I get it. So I'm thinking my character, who's only on for like a second, I feel like his motivation is when the flare goes up, I'm going to go across. And he actually told me, he said, do this thing with the flare, like signal the flare to go up. So when you see the guy doing this, that's me in the movie. That's my one claim to fame.
All right, I'm keeping it short and sweet for the description.
If you want my autograph, Rick, just ask.
I need an autograph. It's going. I spelled the word.
Hey, do you wear glasses? Just out of curiosity.
Just yeah. Sometimes I don't have them on right now. They're
Do you wear
messed up.
contacts?
I got to get some new ones. No. Okay. I'm just keeping this subscription short and
You should
sweet.
don the glasses, man.
I need funds. All right, this is what I put in my description box because I want to keep it short and sweet so I can get this honor as quick as possible because I know people got to go to bed and stuff. I need funds for a prophecy movie called The Next Day movie about the tribulation. If you all want me to produce it, it's going to cost me. And I put a bunch of dollar signs. Thank you for your support. God bless.
I'm
going to start that.
Did you get a PayPal from Darcy?
Hold on 1 second. Strengthen your story. Hit continue.
Probably gonna have like $1,000 come in overnight.
Wow, I will be shocked if that happens. Okay,
That'd
here
be
we
cool
go.
to take care of the animation for the year. Done.
All right, here we go. I'm going to post this up. You guys could get this here. Launch Foundation or Fundraiser. Launching Fundraiser now. It says great work. Skip. All right, got it. All right, now let me see here. Now it says view. And here it is, guy. I believe this is the page I need to share with everybody. I hope I'm doing this right. All right. So here it is, Shane. I'm going to share this and I'm going to give the link out to everybody right now. So I'm going to post it in the private chat, the link, and you can post it in the chat room. And then I'm going to have you share this link too on the page here. So let's do that now.
Okay.
Present. And here, this just went live just now, guys. There it is. The link. He could post the link. He's going to post the link in the chat. Click on it, guys. It'll take you to this page. I just created this just now. Support. The movie's called The Next Day. I think that's what I'm going to call it. The Next Day prophecy movie. You guys want to see this? I'm going to produce it.
You can just say them.
Check my mail, you said? You said to check my mail.
PayPal. Somebody sending you PayPal. It's my buddy Darcy.
Someone sent me $6 million. I don't need that much money. Just kidding. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you for the $50.
That's cool.
That is nice. I appreciate that. So that's paying for half of the third month. So that's paying for half of the third month. Now, I know everybody's going to love this movie. I can't wait to start shooting it. Well, it's not shooting it, but, creating it. That does sound weird. I wish that would be fun to just actually have a real Hollywood set and do all that. But you know how much time and all that money would cost to do that? It would cost a lot. But, okay, so hold on 1 second here. Is that PayPal thing? I don't need to have that up there anymore, do I? That GoFundMe is universal. It works everywhere.
Yeah, I would say just use the GoFundMe. Keep it all in one.
Yeah, and also the
Canadian
PayPal. Is the PayPal thing, or not the PayPal thing, to buy me a cup of coffee? Do people use that?
I've heard of people using it. I just think
Chris uses it all the time. He gets I think actually Chris, when he at the end of his videos, Prophecy Watchers Chris, the cinnamon roll guy, I always hear him thanking at the end of his videos every night. Thank you for all your PayPal donations and your buy me coffees and super stickers. Every video he says it. So he's getting donations every day.
PayPal works pretty good. They take a big cut though, is what they do. PayPal. They take a cut. I think it's more than GoFundMe. There's not much. I think it's just a small percentage. But PayPal takes a little bit more of a cut. But
okay, it says GoFundMe page has been started.
Nice.
So people, if you want to go try the GoFundMe route, if not, you can go to the PayPal. Now, is PayPal? How do I create a PayPal donation? How to create PayPal donation page?
Yeah, just in PayPal, they'll give you a little link inside it. Let's see here.
Create donation page. You just donation page fundraiser. So all you had to do is how to create donation. How to create a donation. I think it's right here. But why is PayPal not so oh, wait a minute. Here we go. How to set up donate. Choose donation platform. I guess there's no way to do that. Is there? Does PayPal have their own donation page? Do you know that?
Yes. Yeah, they should. And it's like a link. You have to go inside your PayPal account and create a link, a PayPal link. And then, I have I have my PayPal hooked up with my credit card and then also with my bank account as well. So sometimes that's what people do. They'll connect it.
Oh, here we go. Create a donation page. Go to your donations landing page. Log in. I'm already logged in. But what kind of coffee do you drink?
Me, I like Tim Hortons 2 cream coffee. I like blonde coffee from Starbucks. Those are pretty good. Lattes, like lattes. Usually if I go to Tim's, it's a regular coffee. If I go to Starbucks, it's a latte.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to change this name here to it says Prophecy Red. I'm changing the name on here to Departure.
Perfect.
And I don't know if it's going to change the name on there. It should. I hope it does.
Yeah, it probably will.
Display logo. I'm taking the logo off because that's an old logo. So Departure Heaven. I wish that organization name, you could change that. I'll just go to my oh no. Did I just cut off on here? No, I did not. I thought I deleted your where did you post that actually it's right here. I'm just I'm trying to do 2 things at once here, man. Sorry.
GoFundMe is the way to go because I'm just looking at it. If you click $50,
all right, it looks like somebody just already sent me. It says $142 raised already. This is from Cheryl DeVille. Thank you, Cheryl DeVille.
That's so nice. That is awesome.
There you go. Those 3 months are covered. And, I'm not asking for a lot of money, guys, but if you want to keep on supporting me, because if you want to support all those payments for the next 12 months, you're welcome to, or just support me, throw a support at me, whatever you want. I don't care, but I'm not on here begging for money. Let's just get that right out.
No, I think it's just
It just show your support.
It helps
Let me just
to
say
ask.
this.
That's
Let me
it.
just say
You're
this.
just asking, right? And that's
Yeah,
it. You're creating a project, and you just want people to be a part of it. That's all
Listen
it
to
is.
this. I'm asking people, if you want to show your support for Departure Heaven, for all the hard work we do on here every week, I'm on my channel doing shows for you to give you the good news. If you want to just donate just to show your support for that alone, that would be awesome. I'm not begging you. I'm not, all I'm saying is it's up to you. Also, that money is going to be used to fund my YouTube channel you can pay, give YouTube money for services to promote your YouTube channel to get it out there more so more people can hear the good news of Jesus Christ, that he's coming back. And that plants more seeds, it gets more people saved in the long run. Now, that's what I can also use the money for, but mainly I'm going to use it for this film, okay? And, like I said, 3 months, but if it takes longer, I'll have the money there, of course. Yeah. But, Chris, he gets a lot of donations for, I guess he uses it to buy Bibles, feed my sheep, to whatever, If I start getting all kinds of money, I'm not going to keep all that money. I'm going to use it to buy Bibles, donate to donations for feed my sheep, my monthly tidings to my church that I like. Things like that. I don't need to keep all that money. I use it to give it back to God.
The money that's coming in with the GoFundMe, because it's for this film project, that's what I would use it for, is just basically.
Well, let me ask you this.
Get to 900, you pay for the whole year, and then you don't have to worry about the animation anymore.
So this is what I'll do. People are giving me money for the film. If that's what they're doing this for, then I'll put it all towards my monthly payments. So when I run out in 3 months, I'm going to need more money. I'm going to be like, guys, I need more because I want to do more stuff with this stuff.
I'm
going to do stuff
for have enough come in
for a whole year.
Take care of it. Yeah, to take care of it.
So what I should show then, all the money I get, don't use it for Bibles, don't use it for church, don't use it for tithing, or what tithings are.
It's for the movie.
Just use it just for the film. Yep. So if I make $1,000, I'll put the money away for the film, and it'll stay for every month. I had to pay $90 a month. So that's what I'll do.
I think one thing perhaps that you're missing here is it's going to take you a few hours to do this project. And I think it's a labor of love for you. So I don't think you should have to pay for the software. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, I think when you're working on a project and all this kind of stuff, I think people will see your heart behind this, and you're passionate about it. Like, we've bought stuff like for somebody comes by and they're donating something or they're asking for donations for, I don't know, some animal in some other country or whatever. And it's like, you'll never see those people again. Like, they could be just leaving, right?
Well,
like, you don't know what everybody does.
What I'll do then, this is what I'll do, is it said, like I said, if more than 3 months comes in, I'm just going to take that money, put it aside, and use it for my monthly payments for Runway. Because that way I don't have to, worry about, putting out money every month as I use my text to image, my videos. Now that I got Act 1, I will use that every month for my Departure Heaven. So not only will it be used for my film the next day, I'm going to use it every month for all my presentations on Departure Heaven.
I think your videos will go up now. Like
all my videos. I know I keep talking when you're talking, and I'm sorry. No. So what you guys are doing is you're funding my Departure Heaven for all future projects are now being funded. So I'm not going to go out and buy Bibles. I'm not going to go give $50 a month to my church, which I should do because God is helping me out by.
Well, that's what you do with your job, like your regular job.
I'll just take my money from my job. From my job money, and I will give that instead out of my money to $50 from my work money to my church, like I've been doing, and just keep doing it that way. And then I will anything like if I want to do the GoFundMe for, or feed my sheep and all that stuff, whatever, that's going to be hard because I don't have I usually put a little bit of money towards that, but all this right now I've raised what 142 plus 50 plus yours. It's almost $300 I made. I will take that money and use that for the Runway so I could produce all my projects on there because they're so expensive. They want $100 a month for unlimited use, and I can't afford it. So that's where you guys are coming in. So if you want to do that and just fund me on a monthly basis so I could keep producing content at a higher, better rate with Act 1, I have that now. That is what this money will be used for. So right now I am funded up for 3 months. So in another 3 months from now, I'm going to be needing more funds.
May, like that's 3 months, man.
I know
like,
and I'm
people
good
are
for
gonna
3
be,
months. I'm good for 3 months.
I think all you would have to do is just when you're on your show, hey, I'm just working on a film project right now that I'm doing myself. If you guys want to support it, here's the link. And then boom, it's up to them, right? And then
it's up to
you'll
them.
see every day people will just
I'm
support
like
you.
I said, I'm not on here begging for money, but I'm just saying that the next 3 months it's going to run out, and then I'm going to need it again. So if people want to donate for the next 6 months, you cover the next 3 months, you're welcome to. I'm not asking you to have to do it, but like I said, you're showing your support by doing this for Departure Heaven, and I'm only going off what Shane is suggesting that. Don't use that money for anything else but Departure Heaven and its projects. So that's what I'll do. Only reason why I brought up the other stuff about the churches and the donation for Bibles is my way of thanking God for doing this for me. Because I know the Lord's behind this. He's put these people up to this. And that's my way of saying, God, thank you. I'm giving money back to you. That's what my father told me to do. He says, don't keep the money for yourself. Take some of it and give it back to the Lord. So that's the reason why I was saying that. But if you're using it to produce films to get the Lord's message out, then I am doing still the Lord's work. So either way, so like I said, people, whatever I get is fine. Even if it's $10, I'm okay. But I am all thank yous for the donations. Now I'm going to close my mouth about this because I feel like I'm blabbing, like overhyping this tonight a little bit.
No,
and people be
so
like,
you're working
why are you so
on a
hyped
project.
up, Rick? You getting money now?
Well, it's something to be proud of too, because you're going to be spending. I know how much time you're going to spend. This is a massive project.
every
You may not
month,
be able to see it right now,
I
but
want to do that
it's a
for the next 3
massive
months.
project
It's
that
a
you're
massive
taking on.
project. It is, but all I know is that I can now use my Act 1 and my best platform out there to date, which was Runway, is what they call themselves. If I can use them all the time, because they're a step above everybody else, that would be awesome. And I can use that because you guys know, you've seen my presentations, that one with Jesus in the mountains and the one with the UFOs.
Yep.
Imagine doing it on Runway with dialogue for all my future projects, including the movie and that. That's where all your funds are coming in tonight to fund those future projects. That's where I'm telling you for this right now. So right now, people got my fundraiser page, my PayPal, I just had that up, and it says donation button, donation page. I know PayPal is really good, but I have to go to this page here, and I was just on it just now ago. Why did I click off of it? Right here.
I would update your YouTube channel profile or whatever, your channel name, to like all your description stuff. In every one of your videos, I would make sure that all these links are in every description of all your current videos.
Why can I not get this Prophecy Radio off the thing? It still says Prophecy Radio.
Refresh. Hit refresh.
No, it's not that. It's in my thing here. Designer. I just had it. I just had that page up. Tools. Why is PayPal so like what's the word I'm looking for?
Complex.
There it is. Create campaign. They are just got so much stuff. You know why? Because Elon Musk had his hand in this.
I know.
He is so like technical, that guy. go to, here's the link, get the link, and then it's asking me to re-sign in again because either it doesn't trust me, which it should, as I am who I am, PayPal.
I know, they got
my
so many
goodness.
there.
I mean,
That's
so
good, though.
make your donation a bit that my PayPal. Going back here again, and then what? Oh man, come on, guys! You guys give me the runaround. Not you guys, but these people here. I'm back to this page again. All right, and all right, donation at a glance. Donation button feedback, customized button count, start a campaign, get a link quick to your fundraiser button. What I'm going to do is
I just send people a link to, it's almost like a email link inside PayPal, and that's the one you just send people and they just email you the funds and then it's done. Yeah, Inception is a great movie. It just happens to be one of my favorite movies as well. Dream within dreams.
Let me ask you this movie. So, do you have anything that you could show us that you with a machine gun? Do you have any type of documents on that you could show us? And I'm not talking about a AI generated picture of you.
I'd have to go onto my Facebook account and look. I don't go on Facebook, but all my photos and everything from Inception, from other little cameos that I was in, like I was an FBI agent.
You were an FBI agent?
Like they give you the jackets, right? So it's like no speaking roles or anything like that. But I
didn't know you were into acting, man.
Well,
no wonder you were quick with your money tonight. You're an actor.
No, that I used to. I used to be a wannabe actor. Now I don't want to be, but I was always doing extra stuff. And I had an agent and all that, and they'd be like, "Hey, do you want to be on this movie? Pays minimum wage or whatever," and you just sit there in the set all day long. Hell on Wheels. I used to be a stand-in for a sheriff for Lonesome Dove. Got to shoot people, kidnap people, stab people, whatever. That was fun.
So you did all that in your movie?
Back in the day, yeah. Like I went to film school, and then out of film school, I was in all these different. I wanted to be an actor / director. But maybe now with all this Bible knowledge that I have in my head, I think it would be nice to actually go back and revisit and say, wouldn't it be cool to write a script for, a movie series for the Israelites or something? Because I know what's his name from Chosen is working on it. And I'd love to be able to snag him. Wouldn't it be cool? Because I know he has a massive team now. Never used to, but now he's got a huge team. And they're in Utah, I think, is where they do a lot of their filming. But they build their own sets and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I think if you're doing Paul, you got to really do it well. Not to say that he wouldn't do it well, but Paul is a big deal, man. He is a big deal, and he's doing a good job with Jesus. But I think sometimes people can miss Paul and then just think he's arrogant and do it wrong.
Paul was struggling with sin. Am I correct or am I wrong?
No, I would suggest you're wrong. Paul actually broke the code.
I'm talking about Peter. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Peter. Okay, yeah. Paul broke the code on it,
guys.
No, that's all right. Romans 7. Paul, I honestly believe he broke the code. He understood that hey, there's two laws at work. One was spiritual. One is the flesh. And these laws are warring against each other. Once you figure out that, you start to go, oh, it's not me. It's not me. It's my flesh. Not this part, not my hands, whatever. It's the flesh, the law of flesh that always tries to take us out. And Paul says that law doesn't submit to the law of God. It will not. It will not obey nothing. So you gotta make it submit yourself. You gotta either make it lay dormant and ignore your flesh because we don't need to submit to it anymore. We're not legally married to our flesh anymore. our flesh is dead to us. So Paul was talking about all this stuff in Romans 7 and 8. Once you realize that, you stop beating yourself up because you're like, man, I messed up last week. Why do I keep doing that? It's so weird. Like, I thought because I'm a Christian, I never make a mistake. And that's where people get into trouble. Instead of running to Christ, Christ will always protect you. You know, you just run to him. If you have a problem, if you have a temptation, you're like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking this or whatever. Lord, help me. Give it to him. Give everything to him. And then all of a sudden it just curbs. And if you make a mistake, you fall down, scrape yourself off, say, whoops, sorry, Lord. Man, keep me close to you. And then you just keep going ahead. Run ahead, full steam ahead.
Okay, here's a donation. I can't get that Prophecy Radio out there. I had to go in and change the business name. It's hard to pay. I had to figure out how to change that name to Departure Heaven, but here it is. I'm going to put this in the private chat. People could go here. This is just like the GoFundMe. Either one should work. Preferably it should be sent to GoFundMe, but people don't want to go to GoFundMe. They go to donation. Isn't there like a regular just page where it says PayPal and just donate and you put the email?
No, they don't make it that easy. You'd think.
But see, there it is. There it is right there. Just post that in the chat room. It should say PayPal donations page. They could choose either one, whatever's easier for them.
Oh, yeah, nice. Okay.
That'll work. Then I will just go here and then I will just like let people show them what that page looks like.
Okay. Let me
if
go
you want to share this while you're doing that.
There. Boom. Boom. There you go. So now people can click on that link.
I got all these like, okay. Take this down and then here it is right here is what it looks like. If you see this is what the PayPal donations page looked like. I just created it. Disregard that Prophecy Radio. I have to take that off. It's from an old name we used a long time ago, but there it is. You can just send it to PayPal, donate with PayPal. So there's two options now. Now you have GoFundMe and them. So yeah, so that's finished.
And you
the buy me a cup of coffee. I think we have our buy
monthly donation on PayPal. That would be cool too.
If anybody wants to do that, yeah. And then here's the last link. If you want to share this one. Actually it says share instead. There's our buy me a cup of coffee page. Nice. That link, if you have that link in the chat, you can just go ahead and share that from my private chat. There it is, guys. Enough of the campaign stuff tonight. Let's have a quick chat about prophecy, okay? Sorry, Shane.
No, it's good.
I mean, thank you for your help on this night.
No,
wow, man.
Good. I'm learning stuff too.
The Lord really wants me to produce this film. He laid it on my heart. I've been wanting to produce it for the longest time, for 10 years. I just don't have $100 million, guys. Sorry.
Right. But now you're on your road now. That's pretty.
You know, this, like I said, I'm covered for the next 3 months, guys. Thank you. But if you want to cover me for the future, you're welcome to do that.
That's cool.
So on that note, I again thank everybody from the bottom of the heart. I am going to make a video on my channel after I'm off here, just to say, people, if you want to fund this, go right ahead. Yep. This world is headed straight into the hell jaws of Satan right now because they choose not to believe in Jesus Christ. They would rather spend their time, and I know I'm going to get attacked for this, guys, going after the bars and drinking. And there's people said, Rick, you shouldn't pick on people. There's people that are saved that are going to the bars. Yes, I get that. I've had a drink at once when I was saved. I get it. But your lifestyle, it's called a change of lifestyle. All that Jesus said, it's a 180 turn from your sins. Just because you're saved doesn't give you the hot ticket to go out and sin. I'm saved. I'm good. I go out and do what I want, And there's people that think they got the hot ticket to go out and do what they want and do whatever. Have fun with that. Just because, God, I'm saved, I can do what I want. I can even go out and find a girl He won't care. I'm saved. I can do what I want. No, that's not how it goes with God. And I'm not saying you sin, you're going to go to hell, but God and your rewards are in jeopardy, and you can be chastised. Even your life could be taken from you. So God finds no use for you on this planet anymore, and you're sinning, and you're still one of his, he can chastise you to death, literally, if he wanted to. I always fear God's wrath every day. Why? Because that is what keeps me in line. Because I know if I get out of line, the belt is coming. And I remember when I used to get bad report card, and I only got the belt 3 times when I was little. But I know when I heard it coming from the closet in the other room, the belt had a sound. The buckle made a little ringing sound. I said, oh boy, here comes the belt. I literally started crying when I heard that belt buckle jingling. That is the same way with God. I know when if I mess up, I literally hear the belt buckle jingling from heaven. Like he's about to get my butt whooped. That should rattle your bones, serve as a reminder that we are not to be living in sin. I don't care if you're saved or not. If you're not saved, you're really in trouble because you're not going to heaven. But if you're going to the bars and having fun and you're saying to yourself, wow, man, this is awesome. I am saved. I can just do what I want. God, I can go to heaven still and just drink up. No, that's not how it works. God says, don't test thy patience. Don't take advantage of his patience because it runs out. Sooner or later, it runs out with you. God's like crossing his arms. It says that Rick is taking advantage of my patience and it's running out. It's running out every day. His patience runs out more and more until he says, you know what? I've had enough. And then he'll tell Satan to do something to Rick or Shane or Derek or anybody to deal with that sin in his life. If God says you can't serve 2 masters, especially if he's using me for YouTube, and he's using me. He wants me on here to get this word out, to get the world, to let the world know that Jesus is coming and Jesus is the only way to heaven. He's using me to do that. And if I go about in private, when you're at the most vulnerable for your sin is when you're by yourself, especially in your room. You know why I say the room? Because you have your computer in there. And a lot of people are backsliding. They go on the internet. The internet is a very tempting place out there. There's anything, you can look at anything at a click of a mouse now. And that's where Satan comes in and tempts you. And Shane, you said this many shows ago, that you're most vulnerable when you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That mind, that sin, it recycles in your head. The sin in your head, it recycles itself. And it's back again to taunt you. And you're back in it. Before you know it, you don't even realize it. You're doing that same sin all over again. And you're saying, oh, man, I can't believe I'm doing this again. I just stopped it a couple weeks ago, and I'm back to doing it again. And it's because you allowed that sin to remain in your conscious mind, and it's recycling itself. And that is why you're doing it again. Now, you set up an obstacle. Satan sets up an obstacle in front of you down the road, and you see it, then you're tempted by it again. The way to avoid that is you don't let the obstacle be there in the first place, and you get it out of the way completely so it doesn't tempt you again down the road. Agreed, Shane?
100%.
There's obstacles that allow those obstacles to be placed to test to see how strong you are. God will test you to see how strong you're, to bring the strength, your strength to make you stronger next time around. You want to see how true of a Christian you are when God strengthens you through testing. God strengthens you through testing. Shane, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, you have to get to a point where you protect yourself at all times. And one of those ways is I just use little things like bouncing your eyes, all this kind of stuff. Like if you're in a grocery store you know where that magazine rack is, whatever it is. If you're driving, you know there's somebody jogging down the street or whatever. You just get into the habit of, you don't always have to look or check things out or whatever it is, because that's what gets people into trouble, is they start getting into the habit of looking, and then they look back and then they hurt their neck because they're checking somebody out. And I'm talking about married guys, right? Like single, you're looking because you need a spouse. That's why you're looking. You're like, oh, wow, that person's attractive. I'm going to go talk to them, whatever it is. But for guys that are married, you don't have to talk to every woman that's jogging down the street or whatever. You don't have to. You're going to get yourself in trouble. So we just guard ourselves. And like for me, most times I'll go to bed either at the same time as my wife, or unless I'm doing a YouTube channel like this, I try to go to bed at the same time as her or a little bit earlier than her. It just protects me, because I used to be the guy that would stay up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning by myself, and nothing good happens really after midnight by yourself. Facebook, whatever it is. Like there's no reason, right? You get tired, just go to bed, get up early if you got work to do, whatever it is, right? Just depends on your schedule. And have an accountability partner. Hey, today I'm struggling a little bit. You call pal. Let's go out for coffee, whatever, right? Just protect yourself.
Wonder why Derek and other people didn't come on tonight with us. Weren't they supposed to come on here?
Yeah, I sent everybody a link, but maybe it was just destiny, me and you.
Maybe the Lord
Who
said,
knows?
look, Rick, this is your night. And he probably,
Maybe.
the reason why is he saw those funds coming. And he said he
Maybe.
didn't want any distractions.
Because it's
That's
funny
weird how
because
Lord works,
yeah,
man.
because normally I get 2, 3, 4 people on a
Well,
Tuesday night, right?
He knows he wants me to do that film, and I've been wanting to do it even before that. But he's like, Rick, I want you to do this film. He knows how good it's going to turn out.
Yep.
I just can't imagine the first pictures, images I spew out in the next couple days, and I get a little trailer together. Oh man, I can't wait to see what that's going to look like on Act 1.
Me too.
Guys, you just don't know. I got butterflies thinking about. I cannot wait to see. I gotta start lining my actors up. I'm gonna pretend it's a cattle call where you line all your actors and you audition each actor and actress. So what I'm gonna do, instead of a real cattle call, is what they call it, right? Does that sound right? They
Something
all
like
come
that,
up,
yeah.
they audition for the part. I'm just
Casting
gonna
call,
create
yeah.
different. I'm gonna create different images of different AI characters. I'm gonna pick the best one. I'm gonna run it through Gen 1. Which is what it's produced, and I'm going to run it on Act 1, and I want you to say that this, I'm going to produce one image of one person, one image of a guy, and I want to get them to say this same line, and I want to hear and how they look. I want you to play an emotional role, and I want you to play a happy role. 2 of them. In each character that I'm going to use, I'm going to pick the best picture that fits the role. If this girl doesn't look as persuasive when she's sad, I'm going to delete that photograph, and the next person comes in for their audition. If I don't like how she looks, the way she talks, delete that picture. In real life, it's really, you tell that person thank you, and they go out that door while the next person comes in for their audition. You know what I'm talking about, Shane, right? They go through 100 people a day in auditions until they finally pick their person that looks best for the part. Well, that's the same thing. I'm gonna produce maybe 10 photographs of 10 different individual men, women, and some extras, supporting roles. And then you got your main role. And finally, when I come down to the main 6 actors that are going to be in this film, I think it's going to be 5 or 6 people in the role of this film. The main 2, the girl and the man, one's getting taken to heaven at the rapture. The other one's going to lose. I'm probably going to, people. If you're whoever's listening, should it be the girl that goes up in the rapture and the man should be left there, or should the girl get left behind the man? I need to take a vote on that.
I like it. To me, I like it when the girl goes up, but
because it's just like with my father. He lost Lisa. She died. And I should play it in the same role instant. It really made me cry to see his love of his life gone. And funny, because in the Left Behind movies, the same thing happened. He lost his girl.
Yep.
in the original Kirk Cameron movie. Remember?
Yeah, I remember
His
that.
guy, his wife was gone. Nicolas Cage lost his wife. It's always the woman that goes up. The man should be strong through this tribulation. And I want to see my wife again. And I didn't believe. I didn't believe because I didn't care. I was in the bars. I was fornicating. I was cheating on my wife.
Yep.
And she kept talking to me about this rapture all the time. And I didn't listen. And I got to sit here. And I want to know, is this book, God, really the real book of the God? Is it real? Is this really all coming? And am I have to go through all this? Am I going to lose my head for the mark of the beast? You know, that's all coming in the movie, folks. Everything, all that dialogue I got to come up with. To see the look in his eyes, tears coming from his eyes because he didn't believe. It's all going to be in there. And I can't do that in other platforms. Only Act One. I wish all these other platforms, but these other platforms don't have the unlimited feature. The other ones they don't have Act One, so they don't have nothing like this. Kling has a lip sync thing, but it looks cheesy. It doesn't follow all your facial motions like Act One does. Act One has all the points and emotions. They figured it out because they're collaborating with Hollywood production companies to do that, to make that possible. Kling doesn't. They just have a little lip sync thing, and it looks cheesy. Can't use that, and they only give you 5 seconds. Okay, this is different with this whole lot. It's a whole. You saw the demo, and then you have that along with all the other features it produces over Kling. They're like one of their competitors, and other channels don't have that out there. So now I have that power to do that. So you've got all that combined, and you've got something that looks just like it was shot in a Hollywood set, literally. So I was like, God, I wish I had the way of doing this film. And I was going to do a slideshow film, but that just ain't going to work, you know? So I just want to thank everybody for making this possible. Shane, you're the first person that made that possible. But a lot of these other platforms, they don't offer the unlimited feature. And you pay the highest amount and they only give you so many credits. Once you run out, you're paying that whole balance again in like a couple weeks.
Yep.
And with this feature, I could tell this actor, I want you to say it again 10 times in a row till I get it to get the perfect expression and everything. And I won't run out of credits.
Yeah.
That's what I like about that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have to have a white background. So what I would do is I would probably put a whiteboard behind me to do this. Either I'll use this camera that I'm on or my iPhone and just go against one of my walls in my house, and I could do that and then upload. And then I'm just going to run a test on it tonight, and then tomorrow I'll work on the trailer. But I'm going to see just a mockery of whatever I can do. Now,
it would even be good to do as a tester, do a little intro to Departure Heaven. You know what I mean? Like an animated, have some guy or whatever in heaven or whatever, just a quick little 30-second, hey folks, thanks for being on the show or whatever it is, welcome to Departure Heaven, and then have you walk away, but it's actually you animated, something like that.
Yeah, it's like it's what I could do is I can always, but here's the thing, and you're hearing it first, guys, I am redoing the intro to Prophecy Mondays. That old intro is getting old, it's cheesy looking. I'm redoing it now that I have Act 1 and the Gen 3 Alpha engine behind me. The best AI platform out there. And I got it now. And they have the unlimited feature. I could do now this is a game changer as of now. Now that I have these people backing me up.
Yeah,
the whole runway is a game changer. Now I'm playing with some real stuff now. So
No more
now my
excuses now.
films, all my presentations are going to look different, but better.
Yeah,
Way better. Thanks
That's
to
cool.
you guys made that possible.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
now
I can't
it's been
wait.
taken to a whole new level tonight. So
Awesome.
what do you think, Shane? Should we close it out? We've been on
Yeah.
for 2 hours and 40 minutes. My
Yeah.
we
I
was a
know.
record high.
Yeah. No,
This
that's
is
good.
more like a campaign for my movie tonight, guys.
Mhm.
But you guys heard it first. This movie's coming out soon. Preview trailers coming soon. That I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. And you guys made it happen. It's not really just me. It's you guys that made this happen. If it hadn't gotten any money, I wouldn't have done it. I probably wouldn't have done it. I can't afford all those $99 a month right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And it's going to sit on the shelf every month when I could be producing this.
Yeah.
And then the Runway's improving their stuff every single month. They're
Yeah.
always putting new stuff in there. So what do you want to close out with?
Well, that's pretty much it. I think everyone can appreciate your heart. You're a creator by heart. You want to create movies, productions, trailers, all this. I think it'll amp up your channel. Your channel's already been growing by leaps and bounds, and I think this will just take this to that next level now. You know, we've kind of removed all the barriers for you now, right? Like all of a sudden before it used to be just a dream. Now it's actually fulfilling it now. And that'll be the fun part, just immersing in all that stuff, right? So that's cool.
Shane,
but yeah,
you
that's
got 53 people watching your channel tonight. We were on so late, that's why. But
yeah, I think what did we have so far all together? Yeah, this was a long video.
Burning. Oh.
That's funny. We had all together on this channel. It says, what's the total? Usually I check out my little YouTube studio, see what's going on. Not updating yet. Oh, because we're live, that's why. Once it goes out, that's fine. Like usually you get a few hundred people, but I think the idea behind the overtime was just to kind of make it almost like a coffee time, answer some questions, shoot the breeze, that kind of stuff, right? So
yeah. So
yeah.
what I'm going to do is
go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go ahead and get that service turned on.
Nice.
And I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to fiddle with it just a little bit since it's late. And then tomorrow I'll dive into it a little bit. I'm going to try to work on a little trailer, like a teaser.
Nice.
It's going to be a short 30-second trailer. Okay.
And as you're learning the software, you could be doing little bits and pieces for your departure heaven just to get familiar with it, so that while you're working on your other stuff.
I don't think you realize you guys has opened up a whole new game-changing ballpark for me tonight, and now I feel like I just signed a deal with a major film company. Is what it feels.
I know, eh?
You
That's
know,
funny. That's cool.
Welcome aboard, Rick. We're present to do business with you. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna walk away. I got this big old script. It's about this thick right now. It's just waiting to be brought to life.
Exactly.
You know, and I just can't imagine how this film, how viral it'll go. Now, I know one thing: film festivals don't take films that big, but people are gonna see this out there to say, this guy produced a film about the return of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He did it all in AI that looks really good.
You know what? What's his name?
Be saying.
You know what? Dallas. Is it Jenkins? His last name?
I don't know.
What's his last name?
I don't know.
How did I forget his name? For The Chosen. I think it's Dallas. Let me just see here. Chosen director. I just had a memory freeze. I think it's Dallas Jenkins. But Jenkins. What's interesting about him is he did a movie, and after the movie was over, he looked at the box office numbers, And he was like, I'm done. I'm finished. Nobody wants to see it. And they were hiring him to do other movies as well, to direct other movies. And they basically never called him back after his movie. And he said it was the worst thing that ever happened to him in his life. It was the worst movie he ever did. He's happy that he went through the process, but he was done. Hollywood excommunicated him because he failed miserably. So then he went back to church, and they're like, "Hey, we like one of your little vignettes. Can you do us a little scene of Mary and and Joseph with baby Jesus and all this?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Had a few actor friends, whatever, do the scene. And then he did it, and he realized that his passion, and he was doing it for nothing at the church, was telling little vignettes of little scenes like Jesus being born in the manger, all this kind of stuff. And then Angel Studios found his video and said, "Hey, we're thinking about doing a Jesus Jesus series. And we would like you to direct it." And it was because he was doing those free little vignettes at church, and he said he felt that he could do it better than anyone that he knows. And then they
guess
had him
what? Someone else sent a donation. It looks like it says Darcy Souls, $25. Thank you, Darcy, for your.
That's my pal Darcy. He goes to my church.
Well, thank her. Tell her again.
Him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it says Darcy. That's why I thought that for a second.
Yeah. It's a gender neutral name, maybe. I don't know.
No,
that's all right. No, it's all right. He's a cool guy. But yeah, that's awesome. Went through. Was that PayPal or was that GoFundMe?
It's PayPal, but it said it was sent at 9:32 p.m. I guess their time zone's different there.
Yeah.
It says PST, but it says for goods and services, 25 USD. So
nice.
It shows. Actually, I'm not going to give out the address, but it does show an address on there, like where it came from.
Yeah, it's from Canada.
So I wonder how that person did that. Did they do it directly through the QR code, or did that person do it through the donations page?
I don't know. He's on here. Darcy, how'd you do it? Did you do it through the QR code, or did you just do it through your PayPal app? Wrong address. I need to update it.
Who? Me?
Darcy's address. I think he has an old address or something. I don't know. But as long as you got the money, you're good.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I got my PayPal business debit card sitting in that drawer there. And I'm going to take that. I have to input that in. Unless they have a PayPal button on the page, which I hope they do. Runway.
So he said he searched
Runway
in PayPal. He said he searched for Prophecy Radio, and it came up. So that's how he was able to pay you.
Well, Well, Prophecy Radio, like I said, it's an old name we went by. So that name is getting changed tonight. I want to change it all to Departure Heaven. I'm trying to figure out, it says on here what it tells you how to change it, but I'm not going to do that while I'm here. But what I'm trying to do is hold on a second here. Let me just share this real quick. Can I share this real quick?
Sure. And then I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm keeping you up.
That is Runway.
Yeah, I just want to show you something here. You see how well that looks? Okay, now it says getting started here. Upgrade plan. 95, get unlimited. I'm going to see if it has a PayPal button on there. Oh, it has Cash App Pay on there. Wow. But I'm going to use my PayPal. So this is where this would go. I have to enter all these numbers in, yada, yada, yada. And I'm not going to do that on here as I don't want people seeing my debit card. You never know. It's not stupid to do that, but I'll enter that in, and then I will go do this right here. It says unlimited. They're only people that do this. Why will other people do this? But, even if other people did this, folks, why would I want to use someone else? Because they don't have the power, the backing power this company has. They don't have Act 1 either. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and have you unshare that or, turn that off, and we'll close our thoughts out so I can get you going. I know you want to go to bed. I'm sorry if I kept you up all night,
Oh, that's
man.
okay. This is good. I learned a lot. Awesome.
Well,
so yeah, kind of
learned a lot about Runway today.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's good. I always like software, so that's good. So yeah, so good luck on that. Godspeed. Hope I can't wait to see the trailers and the creative process.
Well,
behind
I
it.
do this stuff. You've seen my videos.
Yeah,
I'm always
they're
creating
already
stuff.
good.
I see that, and like I said, I didn't even do that in Runway.
Yeah,
Runway.
you did it the
kicks
hard
literal
way.
Butt. I can't wait to use Act 1 because that's when the character starts speaking. That, my friend, is what holds a lot of value.
Yeah,
those were just presentations. When you get up on their face and you see them, it gets emotional. And whatever how the scene is set up, if it's a happy scene, an emotional scene, and in this prophecy movie, the next day, there's gonna be a lot of emotion in this movie, whether it's good happiness or a lot of sadness. There will be a lot of sadness. If people are that tear up, this movie may not be for you if you cry easily to scenes. Because this movie's got a lot of sorrow in it. Because after all, these are people that are going to go through the tribulation. We're going to take you right through the whole tribulation through this movie. Now, the thing with the heads coming off, I have a fine line of doing gore on my thing. I'll probably do it from the distance. You might see a head come off, but it won't be up close. Maybe just on the TV set. Maybe that's how I'll do it. They'll be sitting in a living room, and the Antichrist is going to say, "This is what happens if you oppose my mark." And then he points to the scalpels, and they all cut their heads off. And you'll see that on a small TV, and the people will just clench up on the couch like they're coming for us. I can just hear them knock on the doors next door. Should we hide or should we just turn ourselves in? All that's going to be in that movie. It's going to be very, very personal, this movie. Just imagine. Because of that Act 1, I could do all that dialogue in it. And I'm like, honey, what do we do? Should we just turn ourselves in? They're giving us 24 hours to go to one of those centers to get our mark. If we don't, we will be taken in by force. Just go.
Yeah,
just go get the mark. And I'm like, why do we have to get it? You've seen what it says right here about we'll go to hell if we take it. They said, well, there's a choice we got to make. And they're looking at each other in this scene. And you hear the music playing softly in the background. I'm trying to paint a picture in your head. Should we die? Jesus died for us, and he died for our sins. We could do the same for God. God says that those that take the mark will be forever separated. Honey, I love you, man. I don't want to take the mark. I want to go to heaven. And as for the guy that in the movie, he's not going to get caught. He's going to see her coming in the clouds with Jesus. I just gave another spoiler away, guys.
That's all right.
But that's okay. There's only 50-something people in this movie that are seeing this. So, guys, don't talk about my movie to anybody.
No,
okay?
do talk about it. Talk it up, then.
Don't give away the parts in it that I just gave away. Just talk about the movie in general, but don't give away all the little inside information about it.
You know what they used to do on movie sets? Is they would give us a script, and they would never be the title of the movie. I never knew I was on Inception until after the movie was over, and when I saw it in the theater. I had no idea, because they didn't call it Inception. They called it some weird name.
Yeah, I want to see that. If I could see you acting, that'd be great.
Yeah, me too, if I could see it. It was just a quick little, I think you see me on for like a second or something. They gave us a trailer for like a week. I had my own trailer, 1 week, 10 days out there, all this kind of stuff, and you hardly see yourself. It's crazy, man. Anyways, I got to go, bro. Have a good night. Bro.
Thank you again for everything.
Thanks for being on.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll see you later. You have a good night.
Have a good night.
Ciao.
God bless you, buddy.
Yeah, you too. See you later.